Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
And now, Jarrett Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jarrett Reddick.
I forgot to plug in my applause. We're hearing it, but you guys didn't hear any of this. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Welcome, everybody, to 5 Questions. We're super glad you guys are here. We got a great one here. We're talking about the movie Joe Dirt, as you know, if you've been listening so far. Unless you're just joining us on your phone, which would be weird. You just picked a spot to start the podcast and it started here.
Oh, here we are.
Hey, oh, shit. What happened? Oh, they're doing this first today.
I missed all the Patreon.
Yeah, that'd be funny, though, actually. We just fucking...
Put it in wherever.
Just right at the front.
Wherever it fits.
Just, yeah. That's you. All right, guys. You guys, everybody knows how all this works. I am happy to introduce our players tonight. Playing for Jeff Millman, who is constantly on the road. Which I'm sad that we won't get a email from him, I don't think. But playing for Jeff Millman tonight, Dr. Jason Aylesworth and his new sidekick, Kidney Pete.
Because it's in his side.
His new sidekick, Kidney Pete.
Howdy ho, I'm Kidney Pete.
Hey, Kidney Pete. How you liking it there inside Jeff?
So far, so good.
Yeah, how's he treating you?
Jason.
Pretty good so far.
Yeah, pretty good so far. Just you feel like he's eating right and drinking the right things and stuff like that?
Yeah, he's a nice host.
Okay, good. Well, we're glad you're here, Kidney Pete and Jason.
You.
Jason, it's good to see you as well. 14 wins out of 23 attempts. However, you should get an asterisk because most of your losses have been to a coin toss, which doesn't exist anymore. You can all thank John Gickler for that. Thanks, John Gickler. Also, always in costume, unless the movie's stupid. Everybody's favorite, 19 attempts. That means you're going to get a pocket plaque today. You are going to win an attempts plaque today. And second wins. No. He can't win a potential. Sorry, no, you can't win another one today. Wendy. Sorry. That's Greg Lee, everybody. Give it up for Greg Lee. Oh, my God. Turn that down. Jesus Christ. Somebody who can win a plaque today, if she wins, she will win her fourth plaque. Jesus Christ. I'm terrible at math. It's Wendy Madda, everybody. Wendy Matha.
Who's that?
I don't know. The laptop's just too loud. And the iPad, they're both too loud. I'm sorry. It's not you? Well, I mean, I sound great. It's just those two things. Are those loud for you guys? A little bit. Yeah, they're too loud.
Yeah, they're too loud.
Yeah, I told you that you got to do that in the goddamn, at the front of the session. Turn Amy down, iPad down.
Down.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Anyway, wow. I'm sorry I snapped at you, Sean. All right, guys. You guys all know how to play. Is everybody writing down your answers tonight? Good producers. Yes, it's going to be a fun one. Of course, we'll talk about the movie Joe Dirt. But before we do that, we do need to do our deciding poll, which will decide who wins in the case of a tie, either for the last place to go for the win or whatever the tiebreaker may be. You guys will now have a chance to state your case in a poll presented by Eric.
Okay. Thank you. I guess I'll get a Scorpion's ringtone to remind me of you. How many streams does the Scorpions' most played song, Wind of Change, have on Spotify as of noon today?
All right, guys. So this is a hard question because that's an old song. You do have to guess. So as of today, the song Winds of Change, how many plays does that have on Spotify? Greg, what say you?
Is that total in the history of time?
Total in the
Or is
history
that,
of time on Spotify as of noon today.
Oh, jeez. I'd say 11 million. I'm sure it's more.
11 million. Okay. Jason, what do you think?
I went 17,397,006.
All right. Wendy, what do you think?
Well, I'll just go big, 20 million.
That was a smart move. We're not going to tell you who wins right now, but I'm pretty sure I know who is going to win that because Jesus Christ, that's a huge fucking song. All right, guys. Well, with that, we can start our game, and you guys get ready for question number 1. All right, guys. In the question number in the movie Joe Dirt, how much money a week did Joe Dirt get paid while working on the oil rig?
I know.
All right, guys.
Okay.
I'm going to go in order as I see you. Wendy, what did you say?
$360.
Greg, Dirt.
Same. 360.
All right. Kidney Pete. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Dr. Jason Aylesworth, what did you say?
360.
You guys all got it right. 360. Okay. I didn't trust you, Sean, and I turned myself down.
Sean, turn it back up.
What the fuck, man?
the
I didn't
hell?
say mute it.
God.
He's over there on pre-fade listen.
Jackass.
I did a recording joke for
That
him.
was good.
All right, guys. Very good. Question number 2 coming right at you. All right, guys. In the movie Joe Dirt, when they find the bomb outside of the fireworks stand, turns out it is the septic tank for an RV with what band's sticker on it? All right, Greg, what did you say?
I had Biohazard.
All right, Jason,
Yep, Biohazard.
Wendy.
Biohazard.
Wow, you
Whoa.
guys are crazy today.
You know, I'm a little disappointed that Sean didn't ask if I watched the movie.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to
Because I
ask that.
finished it at 8:29.
I'm supposed to ask that question.
I give up. She never watches it. I just quit
Yeah.
asking.
We fuck around so much now
It
that.
finished at 8:29.
Okay, well, here's another number question for you, Wendy. I wish you all good luck. All right, guys. In the movie Joe Dirt, what was the total cost to get his car out of tow?
Come on.
Did I do it again?
No, but that's pretty specific.
Yeah. Well, I weed out the fucking note takers.
Okay.
Jason, you are up first. What is the answer to this?
3531.
All right. What did you say, Wendy?
I just wrote down a number.
Greg.
Whatever.
I have $3,496 plus 35 for a tow.
So you guys actually both got it right. The answer I was looking for was the $3,496, but you, Jason, you did add the tow on there. And so you guys both did get it correct. Wendy, son of a bitch in pants. All right. That's okay. Remember, it is anybody's game. Right now, both of the dudes have 3, Wendy with 2, and that is fine. All right, guys. In the movie, towards the end, we see Rosanna Arquette from the movie Desperately Seeking Susan.
Rosanna.
What 80s pop band performed and recorded the song Rosanna based on Rosanna Arquette?
How did it sound?
Sorry.
How did it go?
Rosanna, Rosanna,
All I want to do in the morning in the evening is hold you tight.
Rosanna,
I never thought I would know a girl like before.
Rosanna.
All I want to do in the morning is
Wendy, what did you say?
Toto.
All right, Greg
Toto.
and Jason.
Yeah, I had no idea. I guessed the car.
Oh, you got him.
That is totally incorrect. It was Toto.
Were you hoping someone got it wrong? Yeah.
Well, until I saw
I
it.
actually think I had that written down before he finished asking the question.
Until I saw it on her paper, and then I was like, totally.
I can totally make a joke.
I can totally make a joke about that. All right, guys. Greg with a perfect 4, Jason and Wendy with 3. Remember, it's anybody's game until the very, very end, and there are no coin flips. All right, guys, let's go. All right, here we go. In the movie Joe Dirt, what is the name of the town that Joe Dirt tells everybody is the greatest place in the world?
What's the name of the town?
Greg, what's the name of the town?
Silvertown.
Jason?
Silvertown.
Wendy?
Silvertown.
That's right, Silvertone. That's the label I was on for a while. I was on Jive Records with Buddy Guy.
Silver Chair.
Matthew Sweet. All right, guys, you guys are all doing great. Greg, 5. Dr. Jason and Kitty Pete with 4. It is not fair that you guys play as a team, but fuck it. Wendy, you also have 4. And that leads us to...
Eric's off on attention again.
In the famous Joe Dirt meets Kicking Wing at the fireworks stand scene, Joe is wearing a t-shirt that claims that he did what to what famous pornographic actress? It's a 2-parter. You got to get both parts correct in order to count the question correct.
I didn't notice that at all. All I want to do is something, 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 and something, something. All right. Jason named it Kidney Pete. Jason, what did you say?
I like it.
Yeah.
It said I choked Linda Lovelace.
All right. Wendy, I choked
there you
Linda
go.
Lovelace. Greg.
Same. I choked Linda.
3
Lovelace.
note takers,
Wow.
guys. Wow. Wendy came to play.
Yeah,
Yes,
she
she did.
did.
Yeah. Wendy came to play. All right, guys. Well, Jason, you are not going to not get to the finals tonight because of a coin toss. However, I do predict that you totally fucked this question up. Let's go to our tiebreaker. Eric, between Jason and Wendy, who was the closest?
Well, one of them had to be closer.
Yeah.
It was Wendy with her guess of 20 million.
Right.
Against a total streams for that song of 378 million.
Oh my goodness.
70,087.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she got about
I was way off.
she got about 10%. No, about 5% of the total. Jesus.
Right.
You guys, all right, from now, like most of these are going to be some reference to a Bowling for Soup song and some Spotify thing in combination.
Casey, I
But
did that so you don't roll over.
They
it, but if you
all
hate
have
it, you can take it
hundreds of
down.
millions. Like,
Okay,
you guys, you need to get your shit together.
Yeah.
20 million. That song came out in 1989. Spotify's been around for 15 years. God bless
I
it.
use Amazon Music. I can't help you.
Yeah, I'm not good with that kind of data. I'm just not.
Yeah, when you kind of get into like galactic size numbers, I guess
Yeah.
it becomes more than the average brain.
Oh, man. Well, I saw that coming. All right, Wendy. Well, you know what that means. Greg, you can sit there and bask in the fact that you just lost a Spotify question to Wendy, who that back in the day, that would have won her the game. But that's not going to do that today. Instead, Wendy and Jason, thank God you didn't lose a coin toss, but you're fucking out. And
It
Wendy,
just proves that it doesn't matter what the point record is.
Wendy, you get a chance to answer Sean's super hard question for the win. Here we go.
It's time for Sean's questions, the 7th question, and sometimes it's hard.
All right, Wendy, we got 3 categories: Plymouth Chrysler, SNL, My Name Is.
Hi.
I'll try Plymouth Chrysler. Why not?
What was the proper name for the color of Joe Dirt's Hemi?
Jesus Christ.
I know that.
Did they say it in the movie?
Yep.
Wow.
He did.
He says it
look
about
at
the car.
Greg and Kidney Pete are both
He says,
He
oh,
did.
nodding.
dang.
They're both nodding like like they know.
And I don't. I know he said it too.
Are you going to take a guess?
No. What? Chevy orange? I know Chevy orange, but I don't remember the name of the orange.
Guys, go ahead and tell her what the answer is.
Competition orange.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that means that tonight's winner. So that means Wendy, you still another win away from your plaque that you're going to get for your second amount of wins tonight. Not only walking away with the win. Oh, Jason could have actually won a winner's plaque tonight too at 15, right? It's 5 wins, isn't it, or is it 10?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's 5 wins, right? Yeah. So Jason could have won. Instead. Greg is going to walk away with the win and his second attempt plaque, everybody. I got to get to ordering. Congratulations, Greg. Guys, what a hard-fought game, though. You all did really, really great. And that probably made that a little too numbersy. I'll try to refrain from that. But I'm very, very proud of you, Wendy, on the Toto. And
All I gotta say is I got these visions of Kidney Pete at your window tonight with a little tiny knife.
We gotta get little kidney.
He sends him out.
We gotta get Kidney Pete merch.
We do.
So can't have him. You got to remember what voice you use for that impression, so we can.
It was a little derivative of Mr. Hanky.
It's a little Mr. Hanky, but
it was Mr. Hanky meets Towley. I think.
Exactly, that's what it was. All right, guys, we got to go start this show. Thank y'all as always. Could not do the show without you. You 3 are awesome, and hope to see y'all soon. Come hang out if you can. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Hi, everybody. My name is Jared. This is Jared Goes to the Movies. It's a show we do. We do it every week. Surprised you didn't know that. By the way, I don't think I talk enough about our merch. We have such killer designs, and y'all need to go get some of them.
I have every one in every color we offer.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that must have
I
been
have
expensive.
490 shirts.
Wow, that's amazing.
I should get a shirt.
So,
yeah. Well, very good. Now, welcome, everybody. This weekend was a huge, huge deal. Because celebrating a birthday, our very own Mr. Eric Diller.
right.
Yep.
Birthday that ass.
I saw them. I wasn't able to go to the party. I was feeling a little verklempt. This is not the right thing to do.
Goodness gracious.
I wasn't upset.
I don't even know what that means.
You had the vapors.
I was a little congested, and I didn't want to get anybody else congested.
And you had the poops.
I had the poops. I texted you from the toilet a couple of times, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Not at your party.
The fact that they were about 40 minutes apart was the most surprising thing. But
Was it?
I don't know that was surprising.
Still
Clear you
here,
don't live here.
Legs are asleep.
Yeah, I did tell him that my
Can't
legs
stand
were,
up yet.
I did tell him that my legs
Tried to
were
stand up and then had to sit down again.
Well, I just sort of stand there and try not to move when that happens, you know?
Because you take one step and that can be
That could
deadly.
be it. Now, does this ever happen to you? The other day, and this happens to me quite often, but I haven't thought about it in a while. I was driving, and there's certain position that everything down there can be in to where the circulation gets cut off, and my dick went to sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Full on shaft, just asleep.
I think you have to have a huge dick for that
with
to happen.
No, I
It doesn't
don't.
happen
I
to me.
promise I don't. And just the little, like the little needles.
Were you
things that
sitting
happen.
on it?
Yeah. It was
On
sort of
accident?
I think it was in the crease of where the pants.
Yeah.
And anyway, I was like, man, if I'm going to get this thing pierced, this is the time. But I was just like, I don't think I could get the paper filled out, get in there, have it done, and the thing still be asleep.
Can you still jerk off?
Yeah, well, probably. I mean, that would be
what if
cool.
you touch it a lot?
It's the reverse. What are they called? Reverse
Wake it up.
Stranger.
Yeah, the stranger.
Right.
That's what I'm
No,
thinking
the
of.
stranger's just using the other hand.
Right.
So
And
this would just feel like you're jerking off an actual stranger
I tried this.
instead of a stranger jerking you off.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's a double reverse.
It's a double reversal. I've
It's an
tried that.
inception.
I've tried that redheaded stranger before, but the stranger's very uncoordinated.
Yeah. Just
Kind of floppy.
Yeah, it just. I mean, I don't. It doesn't have quite the grip.
like getting a hangy from a nun or something. I don't know what they're doing. Hangy, isn't that what you call them?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Hangy?
Hangy.
Did you just make a RuPaul?
I just made a
RuPaul.
RuPaul's.
Nobody knew it.
Yeah, 100%. There's nobody that got that. If any one person got that reference, they should email in and I'll
Casey got it.
Send you a free shirt. But yeah, it's been crazy around here, but good. We shot a video. We shot a Bowling for Soup video here last week, and Sean came over and he helped. And what
is
else
it for
happened?
a song that's already out or one that's coming out?
One that's coming out, and it is gonna do really well. I think I have a pretty good feeling about this one.
Okay.
Inside your bones.
Is it My Next Door Neighbor's a Stripper?
You know, I don't know if I told you this, but I turned that idea down reluctantly.
Oh, I thought maybe that was your initial kind of feeling about it, but
Right.
then the more you thought about it, you thought this is hilarious.
Also,
We used to have a neighbor that did porn.
I can work with
it
this.
was actually called My Next Door Neighbor's a Porn Star.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. We had one that was
remember?
Not a next door neighbor, a neighbor. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. A person lived in our neighborhood that was a 100% bona fide porn star. Bona fide.
Bona fide porn star.
Porn star like acts in cinematic pornographic productions.
That's right.
Or like OnlyFans just
No.
shows her vagina to
in
people.
movies and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. And
What was his name?
I believe it was John Holmes, if I'm not mistaken.
Rambone.
Tenacious Dick.
Saddam Hussein.
Oh my goodness. Keep going because that's freaking hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Forget who else we had in the Big Daddies.
Ronald Reagan.
What?
That'd be a good one.
Like a sci-fi.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like people call their dicks a ray gun.
Dick Gazinia.
That's a good one. Yeah. You want to move on or do you want to keep going? I don't care, honestly. I'm honestly up for whatever.
Let's just take a fan poll. No, yeah, let's move on.
People call their dick a ray gun? I don't know if that's a thing.
They do.
No, they don't.
They do now.
I'm not sure if people
They
do
call
that.
them purple-headed yogurt squirters. I know that.
Goodness gracious.
But they don't call them ray guns.
Purple-headed yogurt squirters. Funny thing is that anybody listening in the UK, they don't even know what the fuck that means.
No, because there's no
purple.
There's no bell end.
There's no helmet
to it.
There's
yeah.
no bell.
There's no
helmet.
little. They don't call him the little soldier because there's no helmet.
Right.
Yeah, it's the worm. I guess.
Little peel it back.
Yeah, it's the
Do whatever.
sort of looks like a sweet potato. You know, like right off the fucking. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's what it looks like. It's sort of like misshaped and wrinkly.
Reminds me of those.
Do you remember that cartoon? It was like, I don't know, your kids might have watched it, but there was this random cartoon. It was kind of like a fucking Yo Gabba Gabba meets Teletubbies type of weird thing, but they were called boobahs.
No.
And they literally just looked like uncircumcised dicks. And so like all the girls from my like cosmetology school started calling them foreskinfants because they just looked like little babies that
Oh
were
my
like
goodness.
things. Yeah, and we got banned from saying foreskinfants.
Rumpled foreskin.
Look up boobahs.
Rumpled.
Look at it.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, that's like they all look like Grimace from Ronald McDonald's house.
Oh.
No, they all look like little uncircumcised penises.
Well, and that too. Yeah.
Look, the yellow one has rolls.
Nick Brignoni, you're going to want to listen to this back.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
This is not going to make it into the thing. It's going to go from. It's
you
going to
put
go
this
from
shit in there,
merch
don't you?
to. All right, Joe Dirt.
I don't really, honestly, I don't know. And here's the thing, and I think this is good. Seriously, I don't listen to the final result because I think I would try to micromanage what gets, what gets cut and what gets stayed in. And I don't fucking want that responsibility. And I know Sean doesn't want me.
Maybe that's how the doctors in the UK feel. Have you ever thought about that?
Maybe.
They don't want to be responsible for whatever gets cut, whatever stays.
So they just
hands off. Don't even do it.
Roadhouse. They're making.
I still stand by the fact that I don't even think he releases this shit. I think
Nobody hears it.
I think we do this every week for 13 people on this live stream, and then that's the end of it.
Oh, the whole thing doesn't even go out.
Speaking of,
Fish
texted me yesterday. He goes, "Hey, it's Nickelodeon, not Disney." And I'm like, "Oh, everything had Disney all over it."
Oh, you hashtag the wrong thing?
I didn't know that
What?
show was on Nickelodeon.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, on Rockstar Dad, we had Nathan Kress from iCarly, Freddie from iCarly.
Oh, from the Disney Channel?
Yeah, it's out now. Actually, yes. And I guess Sean tagged it incorrectly, and it happens. I should probably apologize for that. I mean, I guess if they had a fucking problem with it, they would have messaged us, right? He probably doesn't even see it. The guy's got 27 million followers or some shit.
Yeah, he's got iCarly fuck you money.
Yeah, that's true. Wait a minute. He had sex with... I don't really know.
Who was iCarly?
Amanda Cosgrove.
Bynes?
Amanda Cosgrove. Miranda
Crossroads.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not Amanda Bynes. Man, remember when Amanda Bynes was pretty?
Yeah.
She was super hot.
Yeah, she like...
I wanted to be
She
her.
kind of looks back to normal. She's just all fucked up.
Yeah? How do you... I don't know how you come back from that. She looked like she was just all swole up like a blowfish.
She was always posting videos, all weird, smoky, smokerson weirdness.
Was she on the cocaine? What did she...
No.
What happened to her?
I think that I think there's like a bunch of allegations about the guy that fucking creates like all of those shows and like some fucked up things, and hers are like the worst out of all of them. And yeah, I think there were just some really bad
traumas,
child actor abuse going on.
Oh, that's awful.
What show is she on?
She's all that. No, She's the Man. She's the Man.
Well, she was on like All That and the Amanda Show.
And that movie that I loved so much. She goes to the UK.
What a Girl Wants.
That one.
Amanda
I loved
Bang
it
Me.
so much.
I liked her in Easy A. Remember
She was in
like,
that?
Yes, she was like the
I only
super
saw it
Bible
once.
thumper mean girl.
I don't remember that at all. Well, Eric, did you have a good birthday for real?
I did. Had a small little get together on Saturday night. It was The Office themed.
I saw that.
It looked so cool.
Your partner can throw a party.
She can. And this was just small scale. We were only having family, and then Sean came over and Josh came over, and it would have been you guys, and that was it.
Yeah.
So it was really small, but we were up creating our own koozies with the iron-on machine.
Oh,
that
that's
we
fun.
got.
Man.
And we had a platter of Kit Kats, but they were all labeled like football cream.
I saw that.
And
yeah, I saw that.
Applesauce and whatnot.
That's hilarious.
And so that was really fun. I got a little further into the bottle of Deep Eddy lemon vodka than I
Attaboy.
probably should have.
Yeah, I've been in there.
But
sure.
But that was fun. That stuff will sneak up on you because
That's what I used to
it's
drink at the
so
gin every week.
Good.
Yeah, vodka's a funny thing.
And it would get hot outside, and it was just
And it's
refreshing.
lemony, and it doesn't taste like alcohol at all.
Vodka's a funny thing until it's not a fucking funny thing.
Because the thing about Fireball is it kind of is self-regulating because you really don't want to. I mean, most people, my partner excluded, and Casey, when she's around my partner, excluded.
Yeah, Jesus.
Kind of it creates its own limitations on just how much of it you can stomach.
I think you're the exception here. I do not think we are.
Yeah.
No, I think most people.
Once the Fireball gets brought out on any one of our parties, nobody
remembers.
I actually know the formula now because I've done it twice to where I remember and then don't remember, and it's two. It's like that's the end of the night and the Fireball shots come out, and that second one about 30 to 40 minutes after that, maybe 20, maybe 10. It doesn't matter how long after. That's not part of this whole goddamn thing.
Sure.
After I do that second one, it's just that's it. I am done. I mean, and it's. I think I told you guys when we did the guys' night. Me, Casey Fisher, Derek, and Mark went and saw Firehouse and Warrant, and afterwards we went to karaoke, and that shit started coming around. And I took my second one and went up on stage and. I remember this happening, and then Casey came up to me the next day, and he swam up to me the next day, and he said, "Oh man, I watched the whole thing happen. You're like verse 2 of Whitesnake, and you just face said it all." And I go, "I fucking remember that exact moment,
Oh, no.
like where I was literally sitting there singing, Here I Go Again." And I'm just another heart in need. Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened? And then that's it. And then the room kind of starts to be like I'm at the dentist and shit. And then I don't fucking remember the ride home. And then I feel bad about that the next day. So I don't think I can do it anymore.
I have for sure just walked off at the very tail end of karaoke night.
Yeah.
Desmond's our friend, and he always wants to make sure that we get in, one last song before the lights come on.
Totally.
And he'll just come up, and I've already sang all the good songs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'll just sing whatever. And just get up there and about, get through the first verse, halfway through the chorus, and be like, nah, fuck this. Let somebody else close this down. Because my Uber is here.
So I used to drink something like that back in the day, but it wasn't Fireball.
Goldschlager?
Hot Damn.
That's what it was.
So herein lies the issue.
Okay.
I used to drink that shit all the time too. It didn't register to me until, and I'm not joking, until about a month ago that was schnapps. The fucking Fireball is whiskey. So it tastes exactly the same. It does not have the same effect. So, me and Eric Chandler would be doing acoustic shows, and people would send hot dams. Actually, they would send hot dams up all night, right? We created our own shot called the Fruit Fucker, which was apple pucker and watermelon pucker mixed together. Very, very delicious. It's still a Denton thing. It starts with a PH. And you... That fucking rant was so good. I wish I'd have kept going. Anyway, but once you fucking switch from schnapps to goddamn whiskey, and I drink a little whiskey before Bowling for Soup plays and after we play, but I'm in a contained area, and I can sort of like gauge how much I have because we pass around the bottle or whatever at ceremonies and shit like that.
You can gauge it better before the show than you can after.
Well, that's accurate. Yeah. I gauge everything.
What happened to that bottle that was around here earlier or later?
All of Bowling for Soup was here the other night, and that bottle came out in the pool, and they were all having a moment, and I was like, well, I'm going the fuck to bed.
See
I don't
ya.
want any part of what's
I didn't last. It was the whole band and Dave, and we got in at about 11 o'clock, and we had to film the next day, and I knew that, and so I was just like, I'm going to get these guys watching TV, put on Hard Knocks, and then I ghosted the shit out of them. Just, they'll figure it out. Everybody can get a bed.
Yeah.
Gary had already
for
ghosted.
yourself.
Gary already had ghosted, though. Just ghosted the fuck out of us with a slice of pizza in his hand.
He seems like the type.
Man,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, just out the door.
I'm just going to go to the bathroom. Bye.
Well, I'm glad you had a great birthday, man.
We did. We had fun.
I'm afraid. I'm sorry that I missed it. We got to figure out a fucking hang pretty soon.
Do it.
We got to figure it out. I swear to God, I feel like we were onto something with bingo, and then it just all went to shit.
Who knows? COVID, maybe?
COVID. Fucking COVID.
No,
all COVID.
this was post-COVID when we were talking about this, I think.
It was when COVID
It's
was
still
getting a little
not
better,
Yeah.
but now
Yeah.
it's,
COVID's back.
it's
You're right.
back worse than it was before.
Yeah,
so.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody's here. I'm glad everybody's here. Amy, well, hold on. Let's talk about this for a second. Amy started substitute teaching.
I did.
Nice.
How was it?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. This was the longest that I've sat down.
Are they hot?
What grade?
No. Special ed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
good though. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always going
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. It never stops. Yeah.
But it's
Elementary
fun.
school too.
Elementary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, and so you're liking it though. You think
I
you
do
can
like it. I'm going to be
keep
there
that?
all week.
That's awesome.
It's going to be fun.
Well, I told her that she's fucked because I'm drinking tonight. We may be here till 1:30.
Have fun
So-
at school tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never know.
Sucks for you.
Sucker.
Yeah, sucker.
I'll be driving through the car line with no bra on like a normal
That's right.
person and getting back in bed.
See, I
All the
wish I could
teachers
do that.
wave in the car line too, and I'm like, don't fucking look at me. You
Yeah.
know who I am. Like,
Eyes away.
Yeah.
It's not one
You should
bra
be
in
able-
that line.
You should be able
No,
to
there's
tell from 3 cars behind which moms you wave at and which ones you don't.
Big
Yes.
sunglasses.
Like, let's pretend we've
Just-
never saw each other.
Yeah, it's like, well,
I don't even wear shoes. I realize that's illegal
I don't-
to not
nope.
drive with shoes. Like,
I don't wear shoes either.
my biggest fear is that they're like, hey, actually, can you come in here? We need to talk to you for a minute.
Like, oh, but officer, I have something to tell you.
Let me.
I don't have shoes.
I think I
I'll
would
be
just
back in 13 minutes. I have to go put on pants.
Help me, I'm poor.
Actually, you could make it to Walmart and back in probably 10
Yeah.
from the school.
from the
to-
school. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm glad that's going well.
Thanks.
We had Casey's mom this weekend as well. We had her birthday. That was fun. Sean, did you celebrate anything this week? No. How's everything going over there with you? Doing all right. Yeah, good.
Celebrating keeping it real.
Yeah.
You know how I do.
Yeah. Did you enjoy doing the Bowling for Soup
Doing
video?
Lions in the kingdom and
Did you enjoy working with us for the first time?
That's not the
I'm just kidding.
first time.
I'm just joking. Was it fun?
Yeah.
Are we just a cut up just mess? No, I'm just kidding. We're not.
Who do you like
Super
working
Bowl.
for better, Blue October or Bowling for Soup?
I'm not going to answer that.
Well,
I will say it's funny because when we're doing something like that, it's super interesting for me now because it used to be the other three guys of the band be just waiting for you to call them and they come in there and they do their thing and then they go back and they sit down. You never even hear from them. Now Rob is like just up there and invested and like excited and shit like that. So it sort of does bring this energy to things where, you know, he's there and active and, you know, it's he will try to shift gears on you every once in a while and just go, hey, this is a great idea, but what if we did this? And it's completely opposite of what you're doing. And I'm just like, listen, I've already decided this is what we're doing. So if you want to be here and like encourage, let's do that. But we're not going to do that.
otherwise, go back to the Ataris or whatever.
Oh.
Why don't you go unthrow that drum set at yourself?
Yeah, go set
Exactly.
that drum set back up for yourself.
Rob and I are fighting anyway.
It would
right
break
now.
my heart. It would break my heart if I didn't have him. I am very, very happy to have him in the band. He could be gay. Yeah, that was a yawn. So happy birthday, Eric. Hi,
you.
Casey. Casey's parenting and doing a fucking
Same
great
time
job.
every podcast.
Yeah, every podcast.
We have the conversation every single night. I'm like, I'm going up there. You have to sleep in your own room. Brush your teeth when the alarm goes off. And he's like, okay. I'm like, you promise. You got it. You got it? Yep. He comes up here. Good night. Did you brush your teeth? Can I skip tonight? No.
No.
Goes
Yeah.
downstairs, brushes
Whoopsie.
his teeth, comes back up. Can I sleep in your room? No.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like that with everything right now. He's kind of going through this phase where, you know, it's like, I don't know. I want a snack. Okay. Well, can I have chips? No. Okay. Well, all right. So he'll go over there and look and he opens up the pantry and he'll go like, so, you're probably going to say no if I ask for chips. And I'm like, I believe I inferred the fucking no when I said you can't
The
have
first
chips.
no.
Actually, you implied
Yeah,
he
his favorite
inferred.
thing will go, can I
Oh,
have an
that's
apple?
right,
And
yeah.
I'll go, yeah. And he'll try to like be like, wait, actually, can I have a bag of chips?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Read it,
No,
yeah.
we're not just, you can't just one up the next
Yeah.
one. Like, okay,
That's-
you already agreed.
don't
it's
show
not-
your cards. Like he
It's
does.
genius,
Yeah, it's
but-
brilliant. Yeah, you can't.
You're too smart for
Let me
that.
okay, so you can have chips. Oh, I can? Can I have ice cream? Wait a minute. What the fuck just happened?
Ice cream on
You know?
chips?
We
or
had
chips
this
on ice cream?
conversation though, right? We've talked about this. Now, I think I was talking with Brittany across the street about this the other day. I can't remember who it was. I think it was in our swimming pool. Anyway, we were talking about how maybe it was Amy.
There was water, though.
I don't know. I can't remember who it was. It was somebody that I felt free enough to talk about and do this bit. But I am like, you know, they come to you in the morning and they're like, you know, can I have this for breakfast, right? And so let's just say, for example, it's potato chips or Doritos, right? So can I have these Doritos for breakfast? No. We're not doing that. That's not a breakfast thing. Here's this blueberry muffin with twice the amount of calories.
Here's some donuts.
Yeah,
And
donuts.
it's fucking coated with sugar on it, right? Like you eat this because this is a breakfast
Because it's a
food.
breakfast
Right, yeah.
We
food.
had a birthday party here one day, and he jokingly asked me if he could have a piece of cake for breakfast, and I said, sure. And his face was like, what?
Oh,
and I'm like,
shit.
honestly, it's probably less than all the fucking donuts you would have eaten.
Father.
Because we usually get some.
Could we have the chocolate cake?
Seriously.
And I thought, oh, shit, I just turned into the mom. There's eggs and milk. These are not your children. Oh, no, what to drink? Grapefruit juice. These are not your children. So good.
Breakfast.
So I cut a piece for the baby.
But then again, Scott Simons gives him Funyuns for
Yeah,
breakfast.
he was very, very happy to realize that his buddy Scott Simons, who once gave him Funyuns for breakfast, totally got sold on that deal, is the singer for Paw Patrol. And so we were at the Paw Patrol movie, and I go, you know, this is the guy that fed you Funyuns for
Everett
breakfast.
conned
and
him, conned
oh,
him
yeah,
all-
full on. Are you sure your
He was
parents are okay
little.
with? Oh, yeah, totally. They're fine with it. And I walk in, he's eating Funyuns.
Like out of a big bag.
Yeah,
Like,
and I just
They get mad when I don't
Right.
get Funyuns.
I just
Yeah, right.
snatched up the bag and
You're
took it
gonna
away.
get in trouble.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, he told me I
He
could
told
have
me I could
those.
eat. Well, he can't. And now, Everett, I don't know how many you've had, so that's it.
How do you feel about the introduction of Liberty in the Paw Patrol universe? I'm not sold on it just yet. I think she got in a little too early.
She got
should
in
have
pretty
proved herself.
easy, if you ask me.
And she spent half the movie implying, I'm an honorary member.
Yeah.
Nobody said that,
No.
bitch.
Yeah, here's the thing.
She is a
actually
bitch.
is a
doing
bitch.
it to
yeah.
Marshall. You know what I mean? She's just,
100%.
like,
I don't know.
over
I
the
might be
top.
more of a Chase girl.
Yeah,
myself.
but Chase
I
was
just don't think
he was
she could. I don't think
preoccupied.
that. I don't
I
think that
know.
she could pull that.
He was
Chase
preoccupied.
also
has a
didn't
crisis
watch
of
the whole
confidence.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
He wasn't into chicks. Right
My little nephew, who's a little bit younger than Eller, spent about 45 minutes of that movie bawling because he doesn't like it when animals are in trouble.
Oh, that's
And
sad.
and Eller's over there like rubbing his back and like,
Aw.
it's going to be okay and everything. And I mean, it was annoying kind of
Yeah.
because I'm trying to watch this awesome movie,
Yeah.
but it was also very tender, heartwarming that he was so
That's really
invested.
But
sweet.
also,
in-
shut the fuck up because I'm trying to focus on the
Yes.
dialogue here.
Because there's a lot going on here. I don't want to
Between
miss
this
anything.
wiener dog.
Were you
and-
not so annoyed that they were like, let's go flashback to Chase's backstory? But they've already established he's still a puppy. Like it only had to have been like a few months before.
But he was
Right.
a little puppy. They even says like back when you were little. Go ahead.
I was just a little annoyed that Mayor Goodway didn't have more of a part.
Mayor
Goodway
Yeah, it kind of brought her.
and Chicoletta.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. When I watch these things, I watch them from a few different areas of my brain or whatever. So as I'm watching, there's not really any real big crisis because this is for little kids. They did a good job though, which not all movies like this do. I wondered how they were going to do this, by the way, and they did it by making the movie 110 minutes or whatever the fuck is super short. But how are you going to keep the parents entertained enough, or the older siblings, which I guess whatever it's going to kind of qualify as like that older kid at 8 for Paw Patrol? It's kind of a smaller kid's thing. But still, they made it enjoyable. He liked it. The marketing was brilliant. Making her a part of the thing. Anytime you bring in a new character, that's all new toys that they got to get. But the creme de la creme of the marketing was Chase's new car.
Yeah.
They spent a solid 5 minutes on that of just like, oh my gosh, a new car, and it's circling around. No time on the other dog's vehicles at all
Like,
because
available at Target.
Exactly,
Right.
that's what it was, and it's brilliant.
Except for they did show the new girl's car because they need
exactly
her to,
because that's going
a new toy.
So it's like when I was making that movie with Britney Spears. You guys remember that? I was in Crossroads.
Playing.
Of course.
And I'm not joking. So that was all funded by Jive Records because that was an hour-and-a-half commercial for Britney Spears. That's how they saw it. They were like, doesn't matter if the movie's good. They wanted to make it good enough. Obviously, she had hoped to go into more pictures and things like that. That didn't happen. Those other two girls did, and so did Anson Mount, the guy. Everybody went on to do great things. She didn't do anything after. I'm just kidding. But that's how they saw that whole experience was we've got them captive. We're going to sell them music for an hour and a
The
half.
whole album on there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it was marketed to. Was it 2002?
Oh, it was perfect.
Like I was 12 years old. You know, like,
That's the bummer of the whole thing, though, is what you said. There's no soundtrack. So my song's in the movie, but it didn't make it onto the soundtrack because there's no soundtrack because all of those songs are on her new album.
Right.
Yes, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So Paw Patrol, anybody. I actually recommend it. I recommend, I realize not everybody's going out, but it's a cool one to see in the theater because the sound is really, really cool. The songs are great. It would be a great first movie for like a 3 or 4 year old because it's super short.
for sure. There were a bunch of little kids that it looked like it probably
Yeah.
hadn't seen very many movies. and
not a lot.
Nobody
Cute.
was disruptive.
It was great. That's a home run for
2 thumbs up from the
for-
Jarrett Goes to the Movies gang.
Paws up.
for Nickelodeon. Sean.
Pause.
Nickelodeon is who did that, Sean.
Shit, that sucks.
All right, so hey, here's a little bit of news for you guys. Top 200 Apple Podcast charts and this comes for like film reviews or whatever. So right now in New Zealand, our show is 114. In the USA, which this is impressive to me, 117. So there's only 116 podcasts in the entire movie category that are bigger than us in the United States. That's a goddamn big deal.
Nice.
What if there's only
pretty
like
good.
119
There's
of them?
not, though. That's the thing.
Means we're better than 2.
Yeah, the rest of these are not quite as impressive. I mean, Great Britain, y'all could do a lot better than this. I mean, normally, you know,
watch
you're
out, Dishwalla's movie review podcast. We're on your tail.
134 in Australia, 149 in Great Britain, 170 in France. Even though I talk shit about France all the time, that's crazy. 191 in Canada and 198 in Norway. Let's go to fucking Norway.
Wait, where's the best one? Where are we
Norlands?
doing the best? Canada?
We're doing the best in New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would go visit there too.
Good day.
That's
day, Mike.
Land of the Thrones or whatever. Not Game of Thrones.
Land of Thrones.
Not Land
Before
Before
Time.
Time.
Land of
no,
the Lost.
it's the
Lando.
Lanolin.
Calrissian.
What's that butter
J.R.R.
brand?
Tolkien, The Hobbit.
Yeah,
Is
you know,
Lord
I've never
of the
seen.
Rings.
I've never seen
Lord
any
of the
those.
Rings,
Never
yes.
seen any of those movies ever.
Don't.
Me neither.
Can
No?
we not do Hobbit May because it would be very long?
No, we're doing. We've decided when you were in, that it's getting put through. We're doing bad sequels month, so
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
that's going to be fun. So there's quite a it's a growing list to choose from.
We're gonna have to be pretty selective
'Cause
so
there
we
is
don't
a
want
ge-
everyone upset that your favorite shitty
Yeah,
sequel didn't make it into the month.
there
already
is a
did
Jo-
Grease 2.
there is a Joe Dirt
Yes.
too. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
That was a
fucking
good
look.
burn.
Grease 2 is such a spectacular movie, and it's a completely different movie than. It's like comparing.
We already did that podcast.
It's like comparing, but this is my new analogy. It's like comparing 90s Metallica to 80s Metallica. They're two different bands.
No, it's like comparing 90s Metallica to the Saint Anger album.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Well, that did come out in the 90s, I think, didn't it? No, I don't fucking know.
No,
They lost me at the Black Album,
Yeah, that's
and
the
in
last
no
one
way
I
is
heard.
that supposed to sound racist.
It didn't.
Okay, so hey, we have no new Patreon supporters. That surprises me. We have been getting new ones each and every week. I'm going to forgive you guys this week. However, if you're enjoying the show, I realize you're in your car right now. I get that. But if you're enjoying the show,
It
take
is worth
the time.
risking it.
Stop it. Take the time when you get settled in a computer or you're at Sonic or whatever. Just go to patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Become a supporter for as little as $1 a month. Perks start there. 20% off merch. $5 you start to get all of these outtakes that apparently most of the funny shit in the show is there. $10 you get some stuff, and then another thing you get things, and all of the people that you're about to hear their name get to hear their name every single week. They are considered producers of this show, and they're at the $20 and up level a month, not an episode. That's less than average of less than $5 an episode.
It'll be about $4.75 an episode.
Is that what it is?
About
Yeah.
quick math.
I wasn't told that there was going to be math here. This is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production. Those guys sit up in the coveted $100 a month spot. I don't think they're going to ever let it go. You know,
Can't take them down.
they can leave that to somebody in their will, by the way. That person just has to keep
They
paying us
have
the
to.
money.
They're obligated.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's how it happens. It's like taxes. You fuck it.
Their grandkids are going to be like, why?
What the fuck? These old people are like talking
are
about
these
80s
guys?
movies. It's fucking
And now we're
2084.
reviewing Cocoon.
Yeah. Our producers are Ad Craner, Amy Strongbottom Pittsinger, Andy Smith, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning, Shell Ordway, Chris the $12 Million Man Cranfield, Chris Jacobs, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David Kendrick, David, the Original Murray, Dennis Hopp, Denny Chambers, Diane Small, Dom, Surfing Bird Petretta, Ernie, Soulman McCracken, Gage Strickland, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, James Reininger, Jared Spear, a new Texan, by the way. Not officially Texan. You have to live here 2 years. I made up that rule, but working on that. I haven't heard from him in a few. We probably should check in on him. Dr. Jason and Kidney Pete Aylesworth. Jason Palladino, Jeff Millman, Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow. He was on fire at my stage today, by the way. John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, Justin Hale. He's new, right? Justin Hale.
Just in heaven.
Is that a jokey one?
Yeah.
What's it supposed to mean?
Just
Say it
in
again.
hell.
Just in hell. So like Just inhale. Okay.
Or just inhale.
I got just inhale. Just inhale.
Could be either one.
Yeah, sorry, shit.
It's a real thinker.
I got it. Kate Etro, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, Kirsty Fisher. That's Les Zalewski, Lily Hollahan, Lindsay Sponsor, Lisa Wenzel, Lucy Murray, Mandy Pretty, Michael McClary, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Brignoni, Rodon James, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert, Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale, Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tom, Cruise Control, Maverick Murray, Trey Wren, Vinny Cataldo. We haven't seen Vinny in a long time, actually, right? Yeah.
Bummer.
I saw he was on stage with some band on the internet the other day.
Slipknot?
No.
Well, they are looking.
Okay. Wendy Madda, Woody Chambers, and Svi Hurst. Guys, give it up for our amazing producers. I need to get a drink of this beer.
Rosanna.
That's so funny.
This movie was the perfect length.
This movie was perfect in every single way.
Agreed.
Including its length.
And its girth.
It's funny to me.
Stamina. As
we get into the movie Joe Dirt. It's funny to me that you guys all love it so much. And this seems like one of those ones that I do, and I will. Like now I think I would watch it and I get the quote and I'd start saying shit from the movie and stuff like that because it's one of those movies. But this is the kind of motion picture that I would be like, God, I say so much shit from this movie, and you would fucking hate it, Eric.
No, I would love it. I love Joe Dirt.
No, I'm saying like any other movie like this, you would just be like, this was stupid. There's no way this could happen. It's fucking dumb. He'd never get that girl.
No, that's the old Eric. I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Every movie is great in its own way.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I understand.
That birthday changed you.
I'm on the Jarrett Reddick movie watching protocol.
Listen to me. Don't fucking typecast me. I find good in all things.
That's a good way to be typecast.
Oh, you're right. Okay, well then do that then.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing.
Apologize.
This movie was a big success. I mean, it was a successful movie. And I think over the course of the years, it's been very, very successful. And it is a cult favorite. It is not critically acclaimed at all. This movie came out in 2001. It's a comedy romance, an hour and 38 minutes. Fast watch, by the way. Super quick.
Yep.
6 out of 10 on IMDb. Now, do you think you think that's representative of Rotten Tomatoes? Normally, that gets you about 60% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Right? So you'd think that's about
it's probably a little higher. Just
little
I
higher.
Think people like.
David Spade
over the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You girls, you all agree with that?
I know it is.
Oh, you
I
already know?
agree. I think it would be higher.
I'm going to say 78%.
78%. Okay. On Rotten Tomatoes, this movie scores 10%.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. I believe this is the second lowest movie. I'm not.
Ridiculous.
It is 10%.
He's
I believe
not
it's the
lying.
second lowest we've ever done. I think we had one that was 8.
What?
Were they blind and deaf?
I'm just telling you
Play a
that
mean pinball?
I think when you
Jared's trying to adjust because I think that he would be one of the disliked it more than you liked it.
No, not at all. I've never seen this, by the way. We watched it one time.
I'm shocked by this. What is going on?
Listen.
A little fuzzy.
Well, I'm just going to say this is the first time I've ever watched the movie. I have.
He saw it. He
I
didn't
saw
watch
it one.
it.
I saw it one time.
It was on once.
Yes, one time it was on, and I just was a no. Yeah, no. Anyway, this was the first time for me to sit down and watch it or whatever. I found it great. I get all the jokes. I thought it was so funny. I think David Spade's really, really funny. I just think from a critic standpoint or someone that's being surveyed about it, this is like, to me, The Big Lebowski. The first time you watch The Big Lebowski, in my opinion, you look back on that going, the fuck just happened? You know, like there's a couple of funny things that happen in the thing, but really the bits don't make sense until you've seen it a couple of times.
But this isn't a thinker like that.
Not at all.
It's feel good and it's funny.
But it's a one-liner. It's a one-liner movie. It's campy and
people
sort of
got
silly.
problems. If 1 person out of 10, I don't know a single person who doesn't like Joe Dirt.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, interesting.
This is craziness.
I don't like it.
I'm starting a petition, change.org.
You know what? But again, I'm saying that those are critics that are asked that. And if you're sitting there and like one day you did Shawshank and now you're doing.
No, but not everything. No.
Listen, I'm on this movie's side. I want you to know I'm fighting for this.
I refuse it.
I think this movie opens up funny. Everything is great. Aside from Kid Rock's acting, it's pretty fucking flawless.
His acting is flawlessly bad.
Yes, 100%.
And that's fine.
When he give him the short lines, he does really, really well.
It's not like they put him in Shawshank Redemption.
It's when he has to
put him in Joe Dirt.
He would have been a good extra, I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
100%. Budget. So this is what I'm talking about. Success, guys. Budget was $17 million. That'd be $27 million today. It made just at the box office $30 million, $47 million today. This is a Happy Madison movie. We all know Billy Madison owns comedy in LA. He already did 20 years ago. This made him a shitload of money.
I mean, not a shitload.
Yeah, I mean, well, a fucking million. I bet he made over $1 million on this shit.
Yeah, but still,
that's a shitload of money. He probably did 7 movies.
I guess
that
to
year.
some people it is. I don't know.
Oh.
Right.
It's whatever. But
you had already seen this movie before, obviously.
Yes.
This is one of your favorites.
No, I don't even know if it's one of my favorites.
I feel like I've got you backed into the defensive, like we're having a karate fucking spar.
No, I'm
or some
just
shit
mad
right
about
now.
that. I can't believe 10.
I know, but listen to me. There's nothing we can do about that. All we can do is fucking
Try to
work
be
through
better.
this. Yeah. And just try to convince people that
I don't
they
know if
made
I'm
the
going to
wrong-
be able to.
Okay. Well, maybe not.
You know how hard I love, and you know how hard it is for me to forgive.
Right. I agree. You hold a grudge, and so hopefully over the next couple of hours, I'm hoping that I can convince you to just let it go.
I'm going to have to shake that off.
Yeah.
You
Shake
can
it
do
off.
it.
Shake it
Shake
off.
it off.
Well,
All right.
All right. So no pre-synopsis tonight. Let's just hear what this movie's about.
Over to Eric for his synopsis.
After being abandoned by his parents at the Grand Canyon, Joe Dirt tells the story of his journey to find his parents. But can he before it's too late?
Okay, so he tells the story about it. That's a great synopsis.
Yes, it
And then
is.
when you go, but can he? And I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, before it's too late.
Yeah,
It's a good synopsis, actually.
It's great.
Yeah, very, very good.
Just like this movie.
Yeah, again, don't get me wrong. I liked it. I think it's very, very funny. It was funny for me to, again, this is one of those where I feel like Casey feels like this a bunch. She watches. We'll put on a movie late at night, Arthur or something. When we don't want to watch murder. We're going to bed sometime in the next 30, 45 minutes, right? It's too late for murder. We don't want to get invested in something else, so we'll just put on some fucking movie like Dumb and Dumber, where I can say every goddamn line. And she likes to watch me watch those movies. I enjoyed watching her watch this because she'd be like, okay, all right, well, me and Amy.
This one
say
did feel high pressure though, for some reason.
I don't know why. Every time you've said that, I've liked it. Even Rocky Horror Picture Show, I liked that. I mean, I
don't know. I don't know why. I feel like this is one that you could easily not like.
Has there been a movie that I haven't liked, actually?
Do you feel like maybe
ever?
the pressure was inside your own heart?
In the history of the show, have I ever shit on a movie?
I'm confident you have.
I feel like you have.
I don't feel like I have.
feel like you started to once or twice, and then people talked you out of it.
You
that happened.
you talked yourself
Yeah.
into thinking The Burbs was the piece
No,
of shit.
I let
that it
you
is.
fuckers convince me that movie sucks, but it's...
That is not true. You had
wanna-
a spiraling self-realization
Yeah.
mixed with beer.
You want to have a Jarrett Goes to the Movies redemption episode on The Burbs?
No,
see
don't
if you
watch
might
The Burbs
see if you
again.
might
There's
come
one
back
funny
around.
line in the whole thing.
Were you in here yet?
No.
Okay, because I feel like maybe you would appreciate it, but I don't know. It's a fucking funny movie. It's a big part of my childhood. That was one of those that was on all the time. It's like that or Adventures in Babysitting was on fucking all the time. Have we done Adventures in Babysitting?
No, we haven't.
That'd be a good one to do.
Get it.
I remembered the movie that I was trying to think of the other day when I told you that we should do Weekend at Bernie's, and it is... I can't remember. No. I'll think of it in a second. But anyway, I thought there's one movie that I get to pick, and I haven't picked it yet. And I figured out what it is, and it's a classic thing. You guys will all be excited to do it.
Stop or my mom
You've
will
also
shoot.
been trying to see Wolf of Wall Street for a long time.
I have been trying to see that.
We actually
but
didn't watch it the other day because we're like, we'll probably end up doing that.
I want to see that because of the acting, because I know Jonah Hill is amazing in it, and because he got nominated for that shit. But I want to see it, but I don't want to be the one that picks 2.5 hour movies for you guys, and then y'all get fucking pissed at me.
I would love to do that.
No, we just do that to Sean.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than a Sean 1974 Czechoslovakian special.
Subtitles and...
Yes.
Hey,
why is there a clown all of a sudden?
You are exquisitely pathetic. What's your name, pal?
It's Joe Dirt, but if you're just going to make fun of me, man, I'll just go back to mopping.
Sit down, let me take another tact here. Mr. Dirt, what's with the wig?
Well, I was born without the top of my skull, and I guess a little bit of my brains was showing. It's grossing everybody out. So my mom put this wig on me to cover it up, and then the bones grew together, and it got all infused and entwined. I mean, I don't mean to get all scientific or whatever.
Why didn't your mom change the wig later?
Actually, we got separated when I was 8. I got lost.
You're trying to tell me you've been on your own since 8 years old?
Pretty much, man. That's a long story, actually.
Yeah, listen to you. What's the story here? I'm a white trash idiot. The end.
Hey, is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back, man? Making fun of poor little Joe Dirt?
Hate Dennis Miller.
Yeah, so here's the thing about the Dennis Miller character. Like, I get it, whatever. Like, it feels... you start to really love the Joe Dirt character and get his innocence and all of that. And then, so it's like by the third day where he's still doing that shit, it's like, okay, like he's coming in every day and coming on your show and you're getting the best ratings of all time. Like, knock it the fuck off.
Even Howard Stern, who, was kind of, he's softened up lately.
Oh,
but
sure.
Back
He's
in the
his
day
mom,
was
yeah.
notorious jackass.
Yeah.
Had a heart for
Once
people.
you get to talking, if somebody was delivering on an interview, and obviously he gets past the fact that they're not going to talk about butt fucking, then he will settle down and like actually have a conversation with you. This guy doesn't do that. And I get it. Look, this is 20 years ago. Dennis Miller just got kicked off Monday Night Football and fucking, which was a disaster, and
like, oh, the Patriots are out here like Rachmaninoff and
who fucking thought that was a good idea?
People trying to relate to the kids these days because the kids all love Dennis Miller. They don't.
Leave the fucking sports alone. Like, if the kids aren't watching, they're just not fucking watching. They'll watch when they get to be old enough.
Dennis Miller's probably a fine human being. He fine-tuned a specific persona for the sake of entertainment, and it's a career for him. But to me, this is Dennis Miller. The person in this movie, whatever they call him, that's him. And now I have to destroy him.
One of the best, I think he's one of the best newscasters on Saturday Night Live ever because of this character.
Yes.
I feel like they probably could have dug a little deeper here. And again, this is not me shitting on the movie. It just sort of made me uncomfortable that he just was so mean to him the whole time. And he was doing this show and then going out there and mopping the damn radio station, like it just, I realize this is a movie, guys.
He even makes fun of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
what, you clean the toilets with the scrubby bubbles?
Scrubbing bubbles.
Right. Yeah. Because we don't have to. That was fucking funny. Yeah. This movie opens up with some really great stuff that I loved where he has like the argument. Again, it sort of sets the tone for the movie, the argument with the security guy at the gate trying to get into the radio station or whatever.
It'll buff out.
Hey, yeah, that was so great. It's a piece of crap car. It'll buff out, just.
And a good name for this, Rusty.
Yeah, and then
the pedal. Oh God.
Yeah, with the
so
thing,
good.
and he
With the
refers to
foot,
that later. I didn't pick up the Hemi because I'm getting a gas pedal that's shaped like a foot put in. This silliness when he's like, "Are you okay?" to like the gate or whatever, you're just like, what the fuck am I about to watch?
It was a little corny.
And a few things here and there, right? Again, I'm going to pick this apart because that's what we do here on this show.
No, we don't. We just talk about the parts we liked.
Dennis Miller.
No.
Except Dennis Miller.
No.
Who's a cock.
Yeah, why are you picking on poor little Joe Dirt?
Right. Yeah.
Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back?
Let's talk about the mullet in real life right now, because here's the thing. I had a bi-level back in the day.
It was a mullet.
It's a mullet.
I had it both straight and curly in the back in different years.
Different texture.
So did Blake Shelton, yeah.
It came, and that was a thing. It was called a bi-level. And I didn't have a perm in the back. It was a body wave.
You can call a turd
right,
whatever you want. Still a turd.
A Boeing
So
bomb.
this haircut is back. And it, to me, it's such a weird thing to me to look at a group of young boys that have this haircut and just think, for the first time in my life, like Scene Kids and all of that stuff, it was fun. I mean, like I made it through all of these hair changes and all this stuff with all of these kids, all the shit. But for the first time in my life, and maybe it's because I'm the age that I am looking at them just going, man, that's fucking stupid haircut.
Yeah,
we were in Target the other
dumb.
night. Here comes a group of high school kids, looked like they were on some sort of scavenger hunt or, I don't know, treasure map hunt. And one of them, by God, is wearing about 6-inch shorts.
Yep, short shorts.
And had a mullet and was wearing like an OP shirt. And I was going,
that's the fucking style. It's crazy.
With those tan boat shoes. It's going,
yeah. Oh, wow. That's full on like Dockers or whatever. Like, yeah.
And I was going, this is
Topsiders.
This is
Sperry's.
Yes.
Sperry's.
This guy is indicative of what's going on in real high schools across the USA, or is this guy just being
Pretty sure that
funny?
guy goes to SMU.
So that look.
That's the look. That's like
that look
Jack
was
wears
my
the short
my
shorts.
brother dressed like that. My generation didn't, so 5 years away. But the mullet thing, was rampant. I mean, from the time I was in junior high through most of high school, there was a bunch of mullets.
We weren't allowed to get mullets. I mean, I don't know that we wanted one, but we were allowed to get rat's tails.
Really? Well, so this is what's interesting to me.
You know that's coming back next. The mullet, the rat tail follows the mullet every time.
Here's the thing about dirty. I got to tell you, is that this is the reason why the mullet exists in the first place, and that's when it existed the first time.
Dress code.
This is it's the dress code. Your hair had to be over your ears, so it was just like it just went that way, and then right down. Now that they don't do that, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
They got rid of the dress code apparently in Prosper this year. They just they can't enforce anything because of the mask policy that they're not enforcing. So that's why you're seeing all these kids. I don't know if you've noticed in the neighborhood, there's kids walking around with
spaghetti straps,
bright ass pink hair, and all this stuff, waiting for their buses.
Wait, what? So they can't enforce what?
Crop tops.
Because the argument is you can't tell us what to wear if you're not going to tell everybody to wear a mask. Is the deal,
right?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Or vice versa.
I can't.
I just feel like I feel like it's probably that, but I think it's also they have other shit to worry about.
Also, it's stupid. But yeah, the girls are allowed to wear spaghetti straps and all their shit again. Like,
I agree.
How
I think the dress code is stupid
because it's
anyway,
112 degrees in Texas, and if a kid can't stop looking at a girl's tits during math class, then he needs to be removed. Yeah. Like I really do. feel that
if he
way.
can have a Kentucky waterfall, then she can wear.
Oh my
crop
goodness,
tops,
a Kentucky waterfall.
I will say though, just I promise.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I do.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think boys' balls should be hanging out. Like I don't think
nobody wants to look at those anyway.
That's cleavage though.
Hold on, but not cleavage sort of. But I mean,
the boys are allowed to wear shorter shorts than the girls right now.
I agree though, because the ones that, and I swear to God, I'm not being a fuddy-duddy. The shorts that girls wear now, like full butt cheek is hanging out of that. That should not be allowed at fucking school.
Why?
I think that's obvious.
It's shorts. They wear fucking t-shirts down to their knees. It's not
but
like you can't
t-shirts
even
cover
see
them up.
the shorts.
No, I can't do it. I think that there's.
Well, at some point it just becomes hygienic. Like they're all sitting those butt cheeks on the same thing. What if it goes all the way up and just?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think that they won't even let the girls wear freaking like stretchy pants or flip flops.
Yeah,
or
that's
like I mean, it's like you can't wear a pair of yoga pants because a boy might look at your butt. That's a fucking issue.
Okay, so I'll agree with that. If there's not skin of the butt involved and whatever, tight pants, whatever, I don't give a shit. I mean, they wore spandex pants when I was a kid, I mean, in 8th grade, 9th grade or whatever, you could see everything. It wasn't as revealing as yoga pants. And here's the thing. I'm glad yoga pants are a thing, and I'm glad that I live in Prosper fucking Texas.
God bless.
God,
yoga moms.
Yeah. These anti-maskers, they're dicks, but they look great in the pants.
Sure. I mean, there's always for every
# moms against masks.
for every cloud there's a rainbow, right?
Right now.
So
Yeah, listen.
Anyway, I'm excited that they're not enforcing dress code. Dress code was the only thing I ever got in trouble for, and I didn't even fucking wear not revealing clothes. I mean, I didn't wear revealing clothes. Like, it was just such a stupid issue. That's just such a dumb. That's the distraction, you know.
You're right. So here's the thing. It's just like anything else. You make anything taboo, it becomes taboo. So we are so weird in this country about our kids having sex and about them drinking and all this stuff. Whereas in Europe, they're not like that. They don't have the same issues that we have, you know? I mean, and I think I honestly do believe that you're right. I have an asterisk though, by my agreeing with you, that I do think that there's a limit to like the amount of skin that should show. Just like
but it's
I don't
so
think
subjective. You can't say that some girls can wear this, but the girl that has bigger boobs can't. Like, that's not fair.
It's not. Again, look, I think that it would be obvious. Like, if there's full tit hanging out, like, Jesus Christ, you know,
or full on cheek.
But here's
I see what you're saying about those shorts.
And here's the deal.
Insane.
So, thank you. But here's the thing. It's like in California, they don't have the same dress codes, and it's not a big deal. They wear shorts to school.
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be a big
They
deal.
fucking go with full-on mohawks. It's just like if you just the reason it's distracting is because there's only one kid with a blue mohawk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's exactly my point. If they fucking let up on it, then the distraction's not there anymore. I think kids kind of work out their own shit anyway. We had a girl in school who had a mohawk shaved on the sides completely. And they had made a no mohawk policy, and they were making all the dudes shave their heads. Well, they couldn't tell this girl that she had to shave her fucking head bald.
Sure.
She was bald except for the fucking strip of mohawk.
Right.
You weren't even allowed to wear it down. It wasn't distracting. It was down like long hair. It didn't matter.
Right.
And so they told her to get a wig.
Oh my God.
And so she went and bought the ugliest fucking bouffant fucking hairstyle wig and wore it to school every day. And people are grabbing that shit off her head in the halls, playing catch with it. And it was hilarious. She knew it was funny.
Right.
But that was the distraction. Like, nobody gave a shit that she had a mohawk until somebody stopped her and said, that's bad. Like,
yeah, you know, it's funny. I think a lot of this is where we live too. The more that I'm thinking about it, because it's, again, I don't think that we have the same issues like with dress code, things like. I don't think they have the same issues in Florida, or which is they have no morals in Florida, but like California and shit like that. Like, it's just
Florida's its own thing.
Yeah, it's like you actually. Do y'all know this? Like, you actually get issued your first STD when you start elementary school. In Florida. Is it
a lottery, or do you
a lot
get
of
to
people
choose?
don't. No, it's
like getting your teacher.
It is luck of the draw, but
damn
you
it, I
know
got
it goes
Miss
by
Gonorrhea's class.
it goes by statistics. So you know it's like you really have to be lucky to get
What
AIDS.
are you having for lunch?
I choose not
penicillin.
Yeah, but you got to be really lucky. It's like all the kids walking away with gonorrhea are just like yes,
finally.
You know, it's like fucking. You know, VD, you're like, all right, that's fucking fine. And then, you know, then there's like the herpes, and you're like, God
what's the one
damn it.
everyone already has anyway? RSV, PCP, HPV.
LMNOP.
Yeah. That's what I want.
Here's the
Pimento
thing.
cheese.
There's no question at some point that they're going to just say, Mr. Reddick, you have throat cancer. Because if fucking Michael Douglas has, I fucking for sure have it.
Oh, because of eating all the dick?
Yes, all of the sucking multiple cocks.
Well, I'm terminal.
Sucking multiple cocks.
Well, either way, I hope at some point Everett asks me for a mullet, because I will never be the parent that tells him he can't have a stupid fucking haircut, because I want him to have those embarrassing ass pictures like I have.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I
write a passage. I want him to look back and go, why'd you let me do that? And I'm like, because I was cool.
Because I was waiting for
exactly
you.
what
And
you
you
You're
were
a dumbass.
I'm not going to make fun of him to his face like my dad did, but I'm going to for sure make fun of him with my friends when he leaves a room.
What a dope.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Sure. I feel like Jack isn't going to succumb to it. I really think that he likes to do his own thing. I really don't think he's going to grow a mullet, but we'll see.
No, he's doing that like that TikTok boy flip up the front of your hair with like a flat iron fluffing it thing. He's got very fluffy
That's
hair
a
right
thing?
now.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
fuck it.
I have no idea.
You know,
It's all forward. It's like the duck butt, but fluffier.
it's like Ed Grimley.
Remember the duck butt where you took all the gel and then you went all the way down and you popped the front up?
Oh yeah.
It's like that, but like with a curling iron. Almost.
Oh, my duck
It's real,
butt.
real feathered.
Oh wow.
And all the way forward.
Coiffed.
Well, so obviously here he tells him that they were at the Grand Canyon checking out the sights and the donkeys and stuff, and that fucking made me laugh. And then, all right, so what happens?
I laughed
here?
every other line in this film.
Oh, everything he says is so funny. You know what I realized for the first time ever, though? Some of his lines are very Sandler, and I never picked up on that before. Like, just sometimes he, like, his inflections.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm like, that was very Billy Madison-y, like, way to say that.
Right. Yeah. It's again, that's the producer of this. This is all because he starts to get adopted out or whatever, and there's like the hunter that makes him go get the duck, and then there's the lady that's like, you have to dress up, and you have to dress up, and then you come here and you dressed for dinner every single night.
Can I tell him to get down?
Yeah.
Can I push him off?
He'll finish.
Yeah.
He'll get down when he's finished.
He'll stop jumping. He'll stop humping just as soon as he's done. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then there's the I like AC/DC, Van Halen, not Van Hagar, Skinner, Def Leppard.
Def Lep.
Yeah. Def Lep. That's right.
And Kid Rock later was Def Leppard sucks.
Yeah, totally.
But they don't. They're awesome.
They're fucking great. Now, so he's camping out there or whatever, and he makes the wish, and he's just like, I just wish I knew what happened at that Grand Canyon place. And then he gets Joe Meteorite.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a meteorite because there's a peanut in there.
Yeah, it ends up
Space
being
peanut?
a huge ball of big frozen clump of frozen shit.
Of
Poopy.
airplane turd.
That's a big hunk of poopy.
Yeah, that is a big.
He was eating off of it.
Yeah, and I love that.
I love that he just added that to the story.
Yeah, and it's just funny too that he had actually talked about. Well, I'm eating off this meteor or whatever, and then the guy, obviously,
Even when they find the $5 and he puts it in his pocket, he's like, I'll hold on to your half.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the delivery, I don't know. It's all funny.
Joe Meteor.
Yeah, it's really good. Now, I didn't get to enjoy this next scene as much as I'd like to because anytime horses or dogs are on the screen,
Uh-oh.
I just lose it. I can't stand it.
my dogs lose their
Casey just
goddamn mind.
tries to
Right?
claw
And
the
Milo is selective. It's not every time, but Hazel every time. Allie can't see the TV.
In aggressive way or in a I want a bone way or
aggressive, like
Allie might not have been able to see anything yesterday, to be fair.
Yeah, she had a rough
drunk.
Yeah, I mean, sort of.
I dropped a spaghetti squash on her head.
Oh no!
Oh goodness
Yeah.
gracious!
It's a large squash.
It was an accident.
It's
But
one of the bigger
I was very
squashes
upset.
out there.
It was a fucking awful.
Not as big as an acorn squash,
Anyway,
but
she was walking sideways for a while,
big,
but she's fine now. She wasn't really, but it was still.
spaghetti squash.
she,
I like spaghetti squash.
Yeah. What other kind of squash you like?
Acorn, butternut, spaghetti, probably my
Buttercup.
top 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 squash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put
Butternut
up a
squash is
Facebook poll, see what you,
You
guys
can look
think.
for that on trivia tomorrow night.
All
What
right.
fruit or vegetable comes in these varieties?
I like that. All
Okay.
right. Got a nice.
You heard it here
little hint there.
first.
There you go. What a
Yeah,
teaser.
the dog is fine, by the way. And if she wasn't, excuse me.
No, we love spending money on our
Yeah,
dogs.
if she
medical
wasn't, I
ailments.
promise you, she would be under the best care because she gets whatever she needs, right?
Yeah, I didn't throw it at her. I dropped it on her head. It was awful.
You think she was
Everybody
concussed?
cried. It was terrible.
Well, I think that the thing is that the only way that we can make this right is for us to allow her to drop a squash on your.
I know. I've
Okay, let's do it
I've been
right now.
thinking that
Let's
too.
set it up.
Yeah.
But it's already cooked. I don't know if it'd have the same effect.
She's not very
It's just-
tall
It's just
either.
gross. Like,
Would just be like dropping.
Well, anyway, so
I don't know.
as he meets Charlie, he understands that the poor dog's balls are frozen to the porch,
Yep.
and it is fucking
Don't stand
hilarious.
up.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
you're gonna
don't
stretch
stand
them out.
I know that was a hard thing because the dogs are losing their mind, but I'm like being like, you need to stare. You need to look at the screen right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
And then he's just like, "Hey, man, you might want to spray this whole porch down with some Pam or something so it doesn't happen again."
She's gonna go in and get something, and what she come out
A
with?
spatula.
Well, no,
No,
but
the
she
clippers.
comes out with.
Oh yeah,
clippers.
she comes out with like hedge clippers.
No, what?
What?
Dang.
Dang.
Yeah. And then Kid Rock comes in doing some acting.
Yeah.
Ball with the ball.
I have nothing against Kid Rock.
Nothing.
No, I mean I really don't.
People don't like him now.
I get that, and that's fine. But I think people do like him too. He's like super Republican, and
Yeah, but that
You know.
persona of
But
just
it's
being
not.
a
He's like
good
a
old
rich
boy.
kid
Yeah, the being
from
I'm just a good old boy who loves Bob Seger and Skinner.
No,
It's
his
like,
parents are like wealthy, and he tried to be like a rapper first, or like a.
he was a rapper on what label, guys?
Jive.
Jive Records.
Knew it.
Got it.
Yep. Yeah. Jive Records. He actually did an album on there, and then he went and in fact, when we were doing our first ever showcase, 1990. Actually, Greg Lee would know the year. It's the show from New York City that you put up, and that you sent me.
1998.
And anyway, that was our very first label showcase. And that we drove up there, showcase for labels, but Lava Atlantic was one of the labels there, and they brought us some stuff. And one of them was an advanced copy of that first Kid Rock record. And we listened to it a lot on the way home because never heard anything like that before. It's just this kind of metal rap shit, you know. And there was no Limp Bizkit at the time or anything like that. It was
what a world,
you know,
what a time to be alive.
Kind of thought that ball with the ball, but dang, dang, diggy, 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 said the boogie, and all that was pretty cool. You know, at 1996 is when that was.
Was that long ago?
That's when That's when we got the advance. So that's when we were doing our very first label showcase. We hired our lawyer and still use the same lawyer to that.
What's his name?
If you want to know how loyalty works, Sean.
Ball with the Ball was 98.
Yeah, so we got it a couple of years before it came out, which is cool.
Yeah, good for you guys.
I still have that cassette somewhere. I'll probably sell that thing.
They gave it to you on cassette?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a cassette player in the van.
Hey, man, check this out.
Hey, man, y'all check this out.
Yeah.
Gave us something else, too.
Maybe you can get my buddy a gig. Here.
No, he didn't ask for a gig.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it was 98. Greg says 98 now.
Okay.
So it's the year that it came out.
But you got it before it came out. That's what an advanced copy is for those of you
Got it
listening.
before it came out, yeah. We used to get shit like that all the time. They would just because you couldn't pirate it. So they just passed that shit out.
Sure you could. You could put one of those double cassette tape things, put a blank cassette in one, press play on one, plus play and record on the other. Boom.
Yeah.
Duplicate.
Me and my cousins one of us somehow had that Devil Without a Cause, I'm sure, cassette.
I'm going platinum.
Oh man, we said all the things that we didn't know what it meant. What was like the little guy that was with him all the time?
Stinky Joe or Stumpy Roo.
Joe. His name was
all
Joe.
I know is that he just would be like, say like 3'9" with a 10-foot dick. And we just sit there and say that all the time. And we didn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
That's funny.
Besides how unstable he would be.
No kidding. Sounds terrible.
He's dead.
Yeah, he died. He did.
Well,
The
probably the
AIDS got
10-foot
him.
dick that took him down.
That was, and my buddy Uncle Cracker, who sings on my country record, was
He's still alive.
Was his DJ. Yeah.
Yes.
He's actually doing a show up in New York while Casey's parents are there. And and Dennis sent me a text last night. And he goes, should I go see Uncle Cracker or Blues Traveler?
He's actually a great uncle now.
And I go, I like and appreciate both those. And I've worked with them both, but I'm going to be honest. I'd go see Starship.
Was they playing?
Yeah. Featuring
That's
Mickey
who I would
What's-His-Face. And I'm like, go fucking see Starship,
Yeah,
man.
Mickey Dolenz,
Yeah,
I think.
it'd be great. No,
not Mickey Dolenz.
That's from the Monkees, you dummy.
I saw the Monkees
I
seen
love
those
the
too.
Monkees.
at Oldies Fest.
This was going to be one of my questions, but I like this line where Brandy goes, "Come on, Joe, I'll treat you to a Dairy Queen," and then he's just like, "Hey, well, what about me? I just have enough money for
Only
Joe.
got enough for Joe.
Yeah, that's it.
You can always go back to the Dairy Queen. Yeah, they got have yourself a Coke.
I actually had seen like Dairy Queen ads like 3 times before we watched this movie, and I think that my life can't go on until I have a dipped cone.
I need some Dairy
Oh, you've
Queen.
never had there's a Dairy
How many
Queen.
bites do you think it would take you?
I just want one.
How many bites to?
How many bites to finish a dipped DQ
They're not very
cone?
big.
Lucy, I put you on the guest list of that show.
Depends
by the way.
on who you get to squeeze it out for you.
Lucy says, I saw BFS and Uncle Cracker at a radio show in Spartan, South Carolina in 2009, and I put her on the guest list for that. So I know you were there.
Highlight of
What?
life.
What?
Probably a highlight of her life.
Me and Matt had fun that night. Like, that was good. I call him Matt. That's his name.
Uncle Matt Cracker.
No, it's just Matt.
Oh, Matt Cracker.
Yeah, Matt Cracker. And anywho,
Can't order Dairy Queen right now. I'm not sure soft serve.
y'all know that
travels
Dairy
well
Queen
anyway.
isn't far. It's just up on Preston Road by the Mercantile.
Yep. Oh, I know where Dairy
Y'all,
Queen
it's right
is.
up there in Frisco by the Mercantile.
By the Merc.
That's the most Texas shit you've ever said ever.
The Texas
We haven't
stop
been there
sign.
a long time. I love that place.
Well, baby,
That's an
it's been
awesome
COVID
place.
for about fucking
yeah, the
18 or
world
19
shut
months. So,
down.
yeah, we haven't done shit.
Yeah,
You
you did
definitely haven't been to the Merc.
No.
He did a stage it today. One time he locked me out of the house while he was doing a stage it and like literally had to run downstairs, come back up and start playing the song right where he left off. And ever since then, everybody's been very excited about that.
Yeah.
So people are like, hey, you get locked out again?
When she
at all the
shows up,
shows.
everybody's, hey, you made it into the house.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I can't get locked out because I haven't fucking left in a year.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like,
Well, plus there's a code on the door now, so you can't.
Yeah, y'all don't have an automated system with
We
scans
do
your
now.
eyeballs or whatever?
We actually hired that security guard from this movie. He works here now, and he feeds the alligators. Now, so this is he can't remember his last name. That's the whole thing. I didn't like that. I hated it when the drunk ass killed Charlie. You know, I hoped he was just going to get hit by a train, and Charlie would like come back with his leg or some shit.
It could have gone a lot of different ways. I didn't like that it went that one, but
yeah.
And I liked it. I don't like that he didn't get anything besides mud splattered in his face
And it
as
did make
retribution.
It did make our watching experience more enjoyable for
once the dog was
a
out of the
little while
picture.
later.
Yeah, once the dog was gone, it was way better.
Yeah.
Until they fucking showed horses or whatever, and then that fucking shit. Yeah.
Or like cows.
Yeah, whatever.
You put the
Yeah.
firecracker on the cow tail.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, Milo went crazy then, and he usually doesn't.
He loves firecrackers.
No, he likes cow ass.
What's up? Oh my God. Competition Orange 67. This thing's a Hemi. Ma'am, are you selling this car?
Oh, yeah. I literally just went onto the market.
Well, how much you want for it?
Oh. What do you got?
Practically nothing. I'm looking for my parents. They lost me at the Grand Canyon more than 10 years ago. So all my money goes towards that. I don't have a picture of them or nothing.
You don't even have a picture of... Oh. Well, you know, my ex-husband before he died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, I killed him. He used to beat me. So one night I just pushed him into the wood chipper. Told the cops he fell.
Good for you.
But he used to be a police sketch artist. Oh, he was damn good, too. The victims would give him the worst descriptions, and he would draw them out like photographs. He could do anything, you know, like age progression and...
That's it. That's what I'll do for my parents. How much that cost?
Oh, about $360.
Then that's what I need to make. Thank you. And I'm sorry I can't buy your beautiful Hemi.
Oh, no, you can. Give me what you got in your pocket, and she's yours.
For real?
Yeah, man. That's the kind of shit that, like, you know, when people go to garage sales and they find like a Martin from fucking 1940 and it's like, I paid $15 for this. And you're like, what the fuck?
I was watching Antique Roadshow the other day.
Of course.
On purpose, like I do.
Weird.
Yeah.
And Kelsey and Kaylee both looked at me like I was crazy. But that's the fun of that show, is someone who's like,
I
was cleaning out my attic and found this after my uncle died. And like, well, this is an original Rembrandt
That's
from
like-
1681.
There's a lady that
If he was alive then, I don't know.
found an original Jackson Pollock.
This story
and bought like
this story fucking rules.
Mind you, like fact check me if you want. I'm sure like I don't have it completely right, but I think there's a documentary or like a short one on YouTube or something. But this woman found this painting, and one of her friends who was like maybe an art teacher or something like that was like, dude, like I'm not trying to be weird. I think that might actually be a Jackson Pollock. You need to get that looked at. And so she took it in and had it looked at, and a couple different people inspected it, and they were like, sure as shit is an original Jackson Pollock painting. And she found it at some garage sale or estate sale or something random, or one of those storage unit things. So they offered her like $2 million for it or something, but she had done her own research and said that it was worth like 10 or 15.
Good for her.
So she refused to sell it, but nobody's bought it from her, and so she pretty much has it. And like she's old. Like if you guys don't. If nobody gives me the money that I'm asking for this painting, like my dying wish is that this is burned. Like it's like stored away in a bank. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be fucking destroyed if nobody pays her the full amount for it.
But is it worth that much if nobody will pay that much?
No, things are only worth what somebody will pay for it.
100%. But I think
world.
But you know she's not going to do that. She's going to
She might have already died. I don't know exactly what happened.
She might have. Well, I'm sure that some collector probably fucking murdered her.
Yeah, with an attitude
that
like that.
amazing piece of art would be burned.
But she's putting her foot down, like
just
fuck you guys.
because she's being stubborn. That kind of sucks.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I
some-
don't think she has very much money at all. I think she found the value in it, and she thinks they're trying to rip her off. so
Okay,
she's
but
like,
you can die with $0, or you can live the last few years of your life with $5 million.
I don't remember I remember the story being more triumphant. I thought it had something to do with her kids fighting over it or some shit.
I don't know.
Now, you're the one that told me the story, so I'm probably fucking it up.
Yeah, I feel like it was just that she felt like she wasn't going to get what she deserved.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's not leaving it to her children because they're all, I think the deal is like, well, if she dies, we'll just sell it.
Yeah.
So she's like, no, it's getting burned. Also, can I say a funny thing that my husband said during this? Because you don't ever say like silly things like this.
Sure.
So Joe Dirt's wearing his little tooth outfit, and he goes and flies away on his tooth.
Right.
Oh.
And Jarrett says,
Okay,
he
come
goes,
on.
isn't it weird that when people like draw teeth, they always draw them upside down?
Yeah.
As if they wouldn't also be on the bottom of your mouth?
I always think they're on the bottom.
Yeah. So in my mind,
And
for
it's
some
always
reason,
molars,
like
too.
a tooth. Yeah.
It's from the top.
And I guess you're right.
I see. It's
Now that I think about it, like if you're holding one, the root would be on the bottom.
But
Even
he
if
was
it
like,
were
if you
from the
pull a
top,
tooth,
yeah.
He's like, isn't it weird they always draw him upside down? I'm like,
But
but
I've
from the
just-
bottom of your mouth.
I've thought that forever. I don't know
notice
why.
when
I just,
people-
as I look at it, my perspective is like, this is fucking weird. It seems like the tooth should be like the.
That is so strange. I've never thought of
I
your
don't know.
way of
I mean,
thinking of it.
And honestly, it's been my whole life. I've always thought it's weird that they draw teeth
I
upside
just
down.
think it's funny because there's sometimes there's just things in your life where you think about something and that's where the thought process stops.
Yeah.
Because why investigate that further?
You
But-
notice if you ask someone to draw a picture of a penis, the penis is always circumcised.
Always, yeah, because you can't actually. This is a thing that we discuss in England because even in the UK, where 95% of them aren't circumcised,
still has
when
a
they
little-
draw dicks, they always have a little. It's a little soldier, you know.
Yeah.
I cry.
Toy
Never hold the
soldiers.
hand of another guy. In England, they draw the dicks like motherfucking traveling soldiers. That's the Dixie Chicks.
I was
always
thinking
said.
Martika, toy soldiers.
Took me a sec to get there on that one.
Yeah, you started pretty
yeah.
early into the
I
verse.
did. Yeah, it's like a fucking game of goddamn heads up at the Pittsinger house. There's an inside joke for you. Every time we play
But
that,
we get it.
Every time we play that game, I've got it figured out now. But they do the. It's called "I'm Mr. Brightside," and you got to get somebody to sing "I'm Mr. Brightside."
But you can't get there.
And you always, well, you can, but it always starts with, okay, what is it? I'm coming out of my cage, and it takes a fucking half your time to get there, or whatever.
Because it happens at the end.
But now I got it figured out. I just can't look. It's killing me, taking control. Oh no, jealousy. See, there's so many
You can't do
goddamn parts to the song.
How to get to
Literally
that part?
impossible.
Yeah, how do you get to that part?
Open up
your
Yeah.
eager eyes. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this story. 2005, Spin Magazine interview with the Killers, Brandon Flowers. They said, his favorite albums or whatever. What album 2005 do you wish had never been made?
Oh.
Bowling for Soup, Hangover You Don't Deserve.
He said that?
Yep. Whoops, sorry. That's not where that's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, you said that on the.
Did he have any reason for it? He's
thinks we suck.
He's too serious.
What a dick.
Jarrett was doing like his top 10 songs on Pop Rocks or something like that.
Yeah, and I played their shit.
And you told that story and then played their song. And I
Yeah.
thought that was the best thing I've ever heard in my whole entire
I
life.
don't give a fuck.
I was literally in a fucking Kroger parking lot just dying. I was like, I can't go in and get groceries. I have to
that
find out
Mormon motherfucker.
what other crazy shit he's about to say.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. By the way, if you put it in print, I'm not mad. In fact, I'm flattered that he took the time to fucking think that we're that terrible. You know,
You're living rent free in his mind.
That's
yeah,
right.
fuck that guy.
You haven't thought about the Killers in 30 seconds. And that guy probably still thinking about
That
you.
band is fucking massive. It's fucking crazy.
That song, Mr. Brightside, which has been out for 48 years now,
Yeah.
still charts in the UK every single week.
They're huge
Dang.
over there, man. It's
Dang.
really
Dang.
That's going to be
Big
Sean's
deal.
new thing. You just have to say dang or wow.
wow.
That's it. It's the little things for him.
Well, good for him, giving him, but anyway, back to this tooth. It's just like, there's a storm coming. Go put some bricks in the tooth, right? And then the next thing, he's floating away. It's just this guy, his luck is so bad, he's floating away from his car.
And floating at 40,000 feet.
Well, yeah, and
that's
then
up there.
disrespectively mooned by a pilot.
That ain't professional.
No. But
No.
what if they do that all the time?
Yeah, I know,
And
right?
we just don't know about it.
Yeah, they're up there playing soapy dick and shit. And,
Yeah.
Oh,
everybody
all
wins.
Finger each other constantly.
Up there in the cockpit.
Yeah, so why would they call it that if it weren't?
Wow.
It's like the gay bar I went to, the cockpit. It was aviation themed.
Fucking believable.
Goodness.
And tons
cockpit.
of penis.
Yeah, just the cockpit.
So many penis.
Now, I love the specificness of the number 360, and then he just all of a sudden, well, wait a minute. Like,
By God.
Yeah, they're paying that. Wait a minute. That's exactly how much I need.
The life of an oil driller.
Oh, man.
What are they? Oil foreman?
Oil worker.
Oil rigger?
Yeah, rigger.
Whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God bless it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I went out to Big Bend with my buddy Corey, who was supposed to be here tonight, but guess what? Has COVID.
Yeah. Well, thank you for not bringing him over.
Well, it is
Prosper. We don't give a shit. Just bring him next time.
He messaged me yesterday. He's like, man, I've got a fever. I feel fine. I don't want to go over there and risk getting anybody sick. And we'll just reschedule. And then this morning, he's like, well.
Jesus.
Oh, is he doing okay? Or
He
is
just
he
said
really?
he feels like
He's
he has
all
a cold.
COVID-y.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we drive out to Big Bend and you go through all these oil fields and all that. And I think about the heat. And I think about how much work it is and how dirty and how oil shoots all over the place and how people beat you up on your lunch break.
They make a lot of money. They get paid a lot of money. And the way that they do it is it's almost like that show Dangerous Catch. It's like
Deadliest Catch.
Deadliest Catch. That's right. World's most deadliest, dangerous catching.
Fishing.
Fishing show. It actually says that in Princess. Fishing show.
Fishing try to kill you.
But they go out there and they work for 3 months and then they come home for 6 months.
And do cocaine for 6 months.
Or whatever.
And
I mean, not all of them do that.
Well,
but yeah, I mean, it's a fucking... You have to... First of all, you got to be away from home. It's like in Midland, Texas, you can't get a hotel room because...
There's lines of like portable buildings out there that's just like on-campus housing for these guys.
Right.
I bet that's fucking hot.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
A lot of massage parlors.
Oh, and they just...
There's a lot of massage parlors, a lot of strip clubs.
Get off work and have to shower together and stuff. Fucking wet dream come true.
I don't mind that. I mean...
I don't either.
I don't think you give a shit
here,
at that
boys.
point, you know? I mean...
Get those uncircumcised dongs out.
You want to fight?
There it is.
How about you stick your head up my butt and fight for air?
I got a microphone right here.
Yeah.
Backup mic.
Testing 1, 2 to Eller
That's really
and
good.
Zoe all the time.
That's pretty funny.
I love the Joe Dirt confidence. He knows he's gonna get his ass kicked, but he's like still kind of like street tough. Like that's some just we all know people like that. I feel like
because he grew up on the tough street, mean streets, tough
on Tough Street, on Sesame Street,
on Tough Avenue.
he spends the night in an abandoned circus tent. And he's just in there.
It's so high.
Popping popcorn.
He's just, just squirting.
He's got a, what is the little handheld vacuum called? The
Dustbuster.
Dustbuster between his legs, just going at it.
Dustbuster. All right. So then, let's see what else happened. So, and then he's just like, what is it? He gets the guy to draw him. And the dad comes out looking like Father Time, and Mom came out looking more like Richard Ramirez, kind of a more manly, more
the
manly.
pentagram on the hand.
God, it's so funny.
And it did really look just like fucking Richard Ramirez. It was fucking great. And then, then they're obviously going into this clip. We get into the fireworks conversation, and he's talking about how, hey, what do you want me to do? Like, do some sort of like rain dance? Or like, all of that's the old way. I can't make a living doing that anymore. So that's why I sell fireworks, trying to get ahead. Yeah, but all you have is snakes and sparklers.
That's what I like.
Oh yeah, why don't you have any of the good stuff?
That's what's funny about this movie. Is that there are things that me, you, Casey Fisher say like all the time. And I wondered if he was going to pick up on him, and I don't feel like you really did on a bunch of them because she does the fireworks bit
all the time.
All the time.
Oh no,
and we all do I got the poo on me.
I can see down your shirt.
Yeah, there's like so many things, and I was surprised that you didn't.
I've got the poo on me. I've heard you guys say that, but I don't.
You've never heard her say whistling bungholes. What else is there?
Right.
Hooska doos.
Hoosker don'ts with or without scooter sticks.
Spleen splitters.
Yeah.
Whistling kitty chasers.
Whistling bungholes. Yeah, whistling kitty chasers. And then with my kids, I always go, no, what? What? Dang.
Nipsey daisers.
Oh, I have them all.
Go ahead, John.
So you're going to tell me that you don't have no black cats,
No Roman candles or screaming Mimis?
No.
Oh, come on, man. You don't got no lady fingers, buzz buttles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doo-dahs, or crap flappers?
No, I don't.
You're gonna stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, nipsy daisers, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser?
No. Because snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like, it's the consumer. Whee! Look at there! Oh, that's happening, man. We should get bleachers over here. People come from miles around to see this thing. Feast your eyes on a feast of smoke. Oh, dang, it's out. Oh, CNN's gonna turn around and go home now.
I love snakes.
That's the way he just said, like, it's the consumer. It was like very Billy Madison. Like, there's just so many, like,
oh, yeah,
I've
I
seen this
see
movie a
that.
million times, but there's just so many, like, Sandlerisms and
He definitely changes
the
his
inflections and stuff.
Wow, I never thought about that.
Consumer. Yeah. Yeah.
Sparklers are better.
Yeah. Snakes are better.
They light up and make a foamy turd.
Sparklers make a sparkly, smoky mess.
God, sparklers.
Stop looking at me, sparkler.
Kelsey gets the kids sparklers for July 4th, you know, Independence Day here in America. Independence from the Brits.
Fuck you, world.
And then she tries to cut a hole in a Solo cup so that it
do that. Yeah.
But that doesn't make any difference because they still just sling them all over the place and burn each other's
I feel
arms.
like once you get burned with a sparkler, it's a rite of passage.
Yeah, you fucking stay away from the goddamn
Yeah, but
end
our
of the
kids were
sparkler.
freaking wimps whenever they were like little tiny, and the cup
Oh my
thing
gosh,
worked.
yes. It
Because they
does
would
work
not
when
swing
they're
them. They just
little.
hold it out as far as they could and
They
go,
were scared.
Okay, if you
It is
can-
not fun.
You can get them to stand still.
Then
for
Amy
sure.
takes some magical pictures, and that's what we remember for life.
That's right. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I think
Yeah.
that's all I remember is like, this is fucking glorious.
No, it was magical. No, they were all screaming and
Yeah,
just
they
be like,
hated
get it
it.
out of my hand.
I definitely do remember
Hold
that.
still.
Yeah.
The shutter's
Yeah.
really slow.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so he gets to the bottom of this. Sorry, guys.
all the way to the bottom.
Chicken Wing is going to be a vet, right?
Little Wing.
Kickin' Wing.
He keeps changing his name, right?
It's
Isn't that the
Kickin' Wing.
thing? Oh, I thought he was called him Chicken Wing.
He's gonna
No.
go from kicking wing to kicking ass.
That's right.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
what
And
I
so
do.
he goes, I mean, man, that'd be great. Like, what if somebody sticks an M80 up a frog's ass? It would come back to you. You know, that way you deal with it twice, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Brilliant.
fucking funny.
It's a way to create business for yourself.
You know, so we used to have these things called lady fingers, and they were outlawed when I was a kid, but they're these real small firecrackers.
They're red.
Yeah, red and green actually, but not Christmas themed at all.
Mm-mm.
But you know what cicadas are, right?
freedom
So
themed.
cicadas, you could get a cicada and you could actually insert it into their ass. And then you'd light it. Yeah, and you light it and you let them fly and they'll start flying and then they just disintegrate in the air, right?
Badass.
It was the greatest fun of all time.
We just used to tie them to strings and they just go,
Yeah, that's some old people. That's some old people shit.
Yeah, it's a real
Right.
small town. We didn't have a lot going on. We didn't have fucking lady finger money, okay?
How come you don't
Fancy
see
lady
those
fingers.
anymore?
We didn't even,
Is
like,
it-
wear shoes.
Is it because of Jesus? Like, why don't we see these cicadas?
No, there's like a billion of them taking over the world because of Jesus.
That's right.
Oh, that's what's happening.
It
right
happens every 17 years, they say.
now. Oh, and it's happening right now?
It did this past summer.
Yeah, it was like how many billion things were
Yeah.
released from the world?
Fucking missed it.
And it's
Plague and locusts.
Yeah,
Well, we missed that
frogs
and the
next.
murder
Floods.
hornets. So
and the
God damn it.
water turns to blood eventually, I'm pretty sure. And I think right after that's death
damn
of
it,
your
I thought it was
firstborn, so
wine.
he
Shit.
does that later.
I need to get to learning that Bible.
Well, just hope you didn't
What,
meet
shit?
like one of your early children, you know? There's no attachment.
Yeah, I don't know.
I won't have that luxury. I wish that for you.
I definitely didn't.
Yeah,
get
but
any.
if death of the firstborn is going to be the next thing, like, don't you want it to be one you don't know about?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I'm gonna be bummed.
Interesting take on that.
I'm gonna miss my brother. Fuck you, Danny. You love your brother. We're having a lesson in stereo right now. Television.
A lesson in stereo.
Television is in mono.
Is in mono.
Oh, God, I hate that so much.
That's the first. Okay, stop it. That's the first time I've ever liked it when somebody did that, and then I didn't like it when they were still doing it.
Immediately.
Yeah, I fucking hated it the whole time.
I have that effect on
I liked it until I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
So this whole thing where they're just trying to make it a better thing. He finds the Roman candle it's Roman candles, right?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, man, let's just fill this whole thing up with lighter fluid, and then they blow the thing up. Then let's fill the whole thing up with gas. And then they find the bomb, and he's like, okay, we got to take this to the town over. Yes, we do. But first, I've got an idea.
Luckily, it was all a dream.
It was all a dream. That's
I
right.
used to read Word Up magazine.
It was a...
Okay.
Nobody? All right.
No, yeah. Go on.
Word Up.
No, it was Biggie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's all a dream. Used to read Word Up magazine.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. Sorry.
PIGPOPPA. No info for the DEA. Different song, but
Wow.
Okay.
still.
I still don't know. Okay. All right. Well.
Oh, good for you.
For knowing all the raps and stuff. So obviously they get this rocket. It's funny. They're like driving down the street or whatever. He's like, whoa, you got to swerve them potholes. Because of the atom bomb.
The atom bomb.
in the back. See, it's funny.
It's deadpan delivery. It was so good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bomb.
No, well, he straps himself to the bomb first. He's like, yeah, you over there, you give me them records. And, hey, you show me them boobies.
Boobies.
Yeah.
I like that he didn't even ask for them first. Like that was his solution to get the records because he obviously got them eventually.
Oh yeah,
going in hot.
Yeah, that's how you got to
terroristic threat is the only way to get public documents.
And when that poop starts coming out on him, and he goes, "How much poop is in there?"
Yeah, I got the poop on me.
I got the poop.
Yeah.
Now it was a lot.
So they say goodbye. And he finds himself at the fair, and he goes up to that kid on the tilt-a-whirl, and he just goes, "Who's this young lady over here? Your girlfriend?" He goes, "I wish you could see my girlfriend. You'd shit yourself."
Well, good.
I fucking love little kids like that.
Good.
Just the fucking funny shit. So, then he's working the coin game where you toss the coin onto the plate, and he's just got the Pam exposed in his belt.
Yeah.
I mean...
All those games are a ripoff, but
they are.
There's always a reason why you can't win them.
Yeah, until you win a fucking fish, then you're stuck with a fucking fish.
Yeah. Or a German chocolate cake.
At a weird hour of the evening.
The cakewalk.
Yeah.
The very first thing you
first
do when
thing
you
we
walk
did,
in.
Yeah. I really wanted to do it. It was the first thing we saw. I can't fucking help it, Eric. I just wanted to win the goddamn cake.
And maybe if it was a cake that's any good, fine. German chocolate?
No, it's not my thing.
Coconut on
it. Nobody's favorite cake.
My dad doesn't eat coconut. I don't eat coconut. Plus, it's just fucking chocolate cake I'm carrying around.
I got an unpopular opinion for you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love a fucking carrot cake. I mean,
that's Derek's favorite
There's
cake.
a lot of people that
that's
like
a top
carrot cake.
3 cake for me. It's probably just the icing. I don't know.
So that icing is really good on a carrot cake. I don't mind that. I mean, it's not my favorite thing in the world, but that icing is really good.
Unpopular opinion: red velvet is garbage.
That's a popular opinion. It is garbage.
I don't understand red
bullshit.
velvet.
It just tastes like
God
red.
damn it. What is wrong with it? It tastes like chocolate-ish.
No, it tastes
I mean,
like
I'd
chocolate
eat it,
mixed
but
with
red.
human blood.
It just has a lot of food coloring in it.
Yeah,
which
fucking
is
delicious.
stupid.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Turns
I like
your poop red.
Sean,
then you
do
get concerned.
do you like red velvet cake? Red velvet.
And a little boy's smile.
It's Amanda's, but my favorite is spice.
Spice cake. So
Synthetic-
tell me what you want. What you really want.
Synthetic marijuana?
Yes.
Spice?
But I've been told that spice cake tastes just like carrot cake.
Yeah, it's
They're
very
very
similar.
similar. They have a coriander-ish.
A nice spice to it.
Well, synthetic marijuana is nothing like regular
It has
marijuana.
an oaky afterbirth to it.
Does
Afterbirth.
anybody besides my wife know what my favorite cake is?
I do. Texas sheet cake.
Nope. I'm surprised you don't know that, actually, Amy. This is going to hurt my feelings.
Your favorite cake?
Favorite cake. I call it the world's most perfect food.
I'm embarrassed.
Toilet cakes.
No guess.
Urinal cake.
Urinal cake.
Bunt cake.
I like yellow cake with chocolate icing. Just fucking
yeah.
basic ass goddamn Duncan Hines Betty Crocker out of the box.
Yeah, you're
That
basic.
makes sense.
70s
Love
kitchen
that
cakes.
shit. Fucking love it. Love that shit.
Yeah, you're in the prime demographic to love that.
Put have all the stuff
No,
for that
it's
in our
because my
pantry.
mom didn't make that.
Oh.
So my mom
For
always made
breakfast.
these fancy. Yeah, my mom always made fancy desserts. They were fine. I don't like pie. She made a lot of pie. Cobbler, I didn't eat that. But you know, like she would make certain kind of cakes for it, but
Cobbler.
she didn't make me what she calls Jarrett cake, which she makes now because I'm fucking famous.
Yeah, now
So
she
now
has to make
it's
it.
That wasn't a childhood thing?
No, it wasn't a
That's like at
childhood
Christmas
thing.
she makes that.
No, that wasn't a thing. That was a thing, but they didn't because nobody else eats it. Then Lindsay was born, my niece, and she would request it once she got to be, you know, in the know of what's goddamn delicious. But my mom makes it in a flat sheet and it's one layer.
Yeah.
I want it like exactly like it's on the box.
2 layers with icing in between.
Yeah. I had a
'cause
girlfriend.
That's not a lot of work.
I had a girlfriend that would make it for me, and she would frost the bottom of the cake.
Oh, shit.
I'm
You
gonna
had a
frost
girlfriend?
your bottom,
Hey, Frosty Bottom.
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Frosty Bottom Blues, guys. Frosty Bottom Blues. All right, Sean, hit me.
I had fun tonight, even though you took me to the carnival that I was already at.
I had fun too. Hey, listen, can I ask you a question? If I told you you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me?
Bellamy Brothers.
Sure would. Want to go to my place?
Sure do.
No.
Somebody in one of the brothers' bands just died.
All right, so finish your
One of the
story
Rolling
now.
Stones
Now,
died
why do you
today.
live with
No.
foster parents?
Yesterday.
Well,
I think it's
because
the
when I was like
Bellamy,
9 or
actually.
10 years old, my parents pulled over on the side of the road to look at that big dinosaur out there in California.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, they're gone.
Wait a minute. Did you have a brother?
I did. So, you want to go back in the house? We can have sex.
What actress is that?
Jamie
Jamie-
Presley.
Yeah.
Okay, I get her and Patricia Arquette mixed up.
Weird.
That's a weird mix-up.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's like getting Dr. Dre and Eminem mixed up.
I feel like that might be closer.
Which one of those is black?
Like mixed up. Like
Oh, see
So
what
it's
she
just-
did there?
so it's just
wicked,
Dre.
wicked, wow, wicked,
I was trying
wow.
to save you.
Right.
No, I didn't need saving. I was
Right.
happy to go down to hell.
Well, well, after this though, he realizes, man, I mean, I've got a sister. I got to treat her like a sister, and they fuck.
And they
And
fuck again.
Banger.
Yeah. And then he found out later it isn't my sister. Everybody's like, oh, God. Well, I found out later it isn't my sister. She's like, my brother's name was Cletus, so we can have sex again if you want to.
But it didn't work.
Yeah, I couldn't. Is something wrong there, Joe? Is something
You want me
the
to
matter?
pretend to be your
You
sister?
again? I'm your sister. I'm your sister. I'm your sister.
It worked. So sometimes it's the taboo that makes the voodoo happen.
On the
You
hoo-hoo.
know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
So whatever, like humping when your kids are in the room asleep or whatever,
Right.
on vacation.
On vacation.
What is happening right now? Metal 89. Are they wrapping the whole thing? What's happening right now?
They're talking about cakes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. We were talking about that about 30 minutes ago.
Wrapping.
I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
man.
sorry. Are they rapping? Because I don't know.
Hey,
You
baby.
sound like a hey, baby.
Is that
Are they
the
rapping?
hip hop?
Baby, it's mama. There used to be this commercial
she
with these old ladies at they were at like a big party or whatever, they're like mosh pitting or whatever, and this one old lady'd go, I like rock, but I prefer rap. And it would make me laugh.
What was the commercial for?
No fucking idea, but I'd probably know if I saw it.
Well, everybody would.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Hold on. I can't find my I gotta redo these again. Ever since we
Yeah.
took the one, I should have just left the goddamn thing in here and just never pressed it.
Just put an X in front of it
Yeah,
or something.
but now I gotta.
Jared's opening a bin.
Wow, what a
That was
kind of weak and
Wow.
limp attempt at opening a beer.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
All right. What else happens here, guys? There's the message for Brandy, and he's just like, I'm telling him all about the story or whatever. I hadn't got to the sad part yet. Guess I'm just calling to say goodbye. So we're set up for this to find out. Okay, what fucking happened here? What's the scoopage?
Yeah, Brandy's being a bitch because she found his parents, but she didn't tell him that they were dead.
Well, I mean, you can sort of understand where she was coming from if she realize they were pieces of shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying at this exact part of the story.
Got it. You're right.
With the benefit of hindsight, sure.
This Buffalo Bob bit was really funny.
So good.
I forgot about it.
It had to have been really funny 20 years ago.
Yes.
Blew people's minds.
It had to have, because they were probably, the sequel for Silence of the Lambs probably wasn't even out yet. I mean,
probably not.
I mean, so you're, because
two silence, two lambs, or whatever it was. I'm never going to stop saying that.
Hannibal
joke.
was out this year.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so
this
it was
came out
definitely
2001?
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so.
And that was a huge movie.
Man. Yeah, it was
That's
great.
another thing
movie,
I say all the time. It puts Joe Dirt in the hole.
Yeah, she does say that all the time.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Yeah, now see,
Joe Dirt in the hole.
I'll recognize it now. See. But he throws the throws down the magazine. Auto Trader. Ooh, August. I don't have this one.
You don't even have a car, Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy only wants
another
$40.
thing. You know, the thing, it's coming off a little fruity.
that thing with the dog?
Yeah, that thing with the dog, it's coming off a little fruity.
I don't know that one.
I don't say that one very often, but I love it.
As he's getting out the cop is just like, he was going to fillet you and wear your skin like a Joe Dirt trench coat.
But every time it's said, that's not what I heard.
Right.
Well, that's the cut. For the rest of the movie, it was just like, hey, we're going to do this for you because of that whole.
It's like nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I heard. So he heads down to Louisiana.
Yeah, he figures out they're in Louisiana because he sees a picture of a old Jeep Wagoneer or whatever they were driving.
One of the greatest actors of all time makes an appearance in here, and it's so awesome that it's not just a cameo. It's great that like Christopher Walken finishes this fucking movie out now.
Yeah, he does.
And just in his, I mean, he can be a terrifying person in a movie. He can be terrifying. He's just like
he's too intense.
Yeah, I mean he's not always intense. He sometimes goes into buildings, and he sometimes just hikes and stuff like that. I mean, he does sleep in a tent from now on, from time to time. But I don't know that he's just always intense. You know what I mean?
He had sex on a camping trip once.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Was it intense?
It was fucking intense.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Now, but he's what's the Christian Slater? Jamie Presley. No, is it Jamie Presley or Arquette? Which one's in that?
Wild Blue.
No. You know what I'm talking about? And they're running from the mob. Brad Pitt's in it, but he's just on the couch. And True Romance. Thanks, brother. Why was I talking about that movie? I may have gotten sidetracked.
Because you're talking about Jamie Presley and Christopher Walken?
Oh, Christopher Walken is fucking terrifying in that movie. And it's just like he's
super intense.
Yeah.
I watched that movie with the most awkward boy of all time. And I was invited back to his house to watch this movie. And he was like, we can watch it in my room. And I'm like, can't we just watch it out here? Because like, fuck that. That's stupid. And he was like, no, because my parents might wake up. And it was not his house. It was his parents' house. And it was his childhood bedroom. And I'd known him since like elementary school.
He put the fucking black light on, and
oh my god,
bang it out on these Star Wars sheets.
It was so awkward. I actually think there was like a tense arm around the shoulder the entire time, like just like the grossest
Yeah, that's nasty.
Did he try to like?
No, too awkward.
Get some titty,
edge it on down. No.
Yeah.
Oh well. Sucks to be him.
That never really worked. That whole yawning thing or whatever. It's
oh my god.
Oh, I got a titty.
Now we're fucking.
I always went with the hand on the leg move.
I always went with the you want another beer?
In like the 7th grade? Jesus Christ.
I mean, whenever.
They didn't have beer at the skating rink, so
Yeah, they did.
You want another?
If you were doing it right.
You're probably right. Yeah,
you want another sour giant pickle?
Jesus.
That'd have been the way to Casey's heart, man. If y'all had met
That's
back
actually
then.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all had met at the fucking skating rink, she would have
no.
100%.
You would have been the exact age difference I was into. It would have been great.
She would have still been hideously and horribly grossed out by
Dude, I actually I went to one skating rink lockup, and I literally was like, that's too hardcore for me. Like, I can't handle that. Like, I'd rather hang out in like bars and basements than go to the fucking skating rink for that long of a time again. People are fucking freaks.
Yeah, it's fucking freaky.
Too many weird things.
I was at
going
one
on.
of those one time, lock in, met this girl, thought I was in love with her. But the next morning, the lights came on, and I realized that I had tired of her because she was the dog. So, just a word of warning for those of you considering going to a lock-in.
No, I don't get it.
What happened?
I
You
don't
just played
get
us
it.
out?
Show.
Good.
I got the sticks there. Now that's a pretty big pile of puke. Thought for a second he was going to have a I thought for a second he was going to have a shot with this teacher. So everybody loves him, like that's the thing about him, right? As he's rolling through life, for the most part, people are like, I fucking love this guy. Or,
they're drawn to his charisma and his positive.
And his story. They all want to move back to this town he's talking about. And
Do you recognize where that teacher is from? A movie that we collectively on this show, everyone in this room has seen in a Jarrett Goes to the Movies episode. Anyone?
No.
I recognized her, but I could not.
Oh,
Amy in the back.
Dude, where's my car?
Yes.
Is she the alien?
Yes.
It's the Buck Cherry
That's
guy's
Josh
wife.
Todd's wife.
Well,
oh my goodness.
I don't know about that.
Oh, ex-wife.
But
wait, no, I think maybe they're still together.
Wait, is she a crazy bitch?
They are still married.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
How long have they been married?
Wow.
Do they have any kids?
I didn't even realize they did.
There's like not that much Buck Cherry information, like just like super quick. Hold on, let me figure this out.
There's a wedding. Buck Cherry themed wedding.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a really good one. Now, so reverse psychology doesn't work with 8th graders. Like I love getting hit with hot dogs.
I'm glad it's not hot chili day.
They have 2 children.
What? I got to get him on the big other podcast. Got to fucking send him a text.
The other show.
Other fucking show.
No.
Fucking show.
I can come on that show and tell all the dads what not to do.
Now, I actually would like
Forever.
to have you on, but I want to do it where you can come over and be in the studio. So we'll figure that out. Because actually, I think it'd be fun to talk to you about co-parenting and all of that stuff. Like we get into that a bunch. Actually, I know you don't listen to my shit, but it's a good fucking show.
No, that's not true. I love Gary Wiseman.
Now the kid makes the mustard gas the thing, right? Now that teacher, I've told you guys the story of the comedian. He's the he's in the phone booth in Dumb and Dumber. He used to be on Seinfeld all the time, but he's the guy that Linus was at a show in LA with him one time, and the guy just goes, "How y'all doing tonight?" And he's just sitting there in the middle of the room, and he goes, "Actually, not too good. I've been not feeling very good. My mother's sick, and my car broke down." And he just goes on and on and on or whatever. And like Linus was like, the whole room is just quiet listening to him because it's so funny. That's this guy. But the turn here, this is so great because they've already hinted at you that Christopher Walken doesn't want to be found
In
or
Kansas.
known. Yeah, Kansas.
Back in Kansas.
Right, yeah. And no, she's from New York. I mean, Kansas. Right. And so he's just like, this guy rescued No, it wasn't. It was Joe Dirt.
Him.
No, it definitely wasn't Joe. It was not Joe. It was Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Okay, I guess it was Joe Dirt then. That's
You
right.
start a chant. People just have to chant.
100%. You got to. Then there's a fucking mob hit, right? And, that he's obviously prepared for it. Now, did you guys realize that was Chris Farley's brother?
Yeah.
Yes.
And couple of those mannerisms when he does the quick head thing or whatever, you're just like, whoa. It looks exactly like him. It's just crazy.
Was Jeff Farley.
Yeah, I believe that's his name. I believe it's Chris Farley 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Junior.
Kevin.
Part 2.
And then he fucking Christopher Walken gets a boner from the dead.
Did you love it?
Very, very funny. Yeah, very, very funny. Again, I'm in. I'm loving this movie. I fucking think it's great. I'm absolutely loving it. Now he starts to track down, all of those cars. That's how he's trying to find everybody. There's only 73 people in this area bought that car or whatever. And I wouldn't do this, but because of that whole Buffalo Bob thing.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not what I heard. I'm going to just give you the list here. But yeah, Rosanna Arquette makes an appearance. A big fucking star, by the way.
Uncredited in this role.
No shit.
I don't understand why.
To be honest, probably didn't want to be associated with the movie.
And you can just beg out of it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do you also beg out of whatever they paid you?
16 fucking scenes. She's got, they're 100. Oh, no, I don't know how that works.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. If you're going to do the work, you want to, this movie's so horrible that I can't even be credited in it, then give your paycheck back.
I doubt very seriously that unless he was banging her, and that's very possible because David Spade used to literally bang everybody. Until, what's his face? Michael Cera. David Spade was like the dude in LA that was banging everybody.
Oh, was Michael Cera banging everybody?
Oh my God, that guy is crazy.
I had no idea.
Oh yeah, he banged everybody. They talk about it in that movie that we did. This Is the End.
Yeah, but I thought that was played up.
It's a whole thing about no.
It's like a well-known thing.
That's a well-known thing that he's very, very good at like getting chicks.
Well, okay. Let's just do a little thought experiment here.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's give me, I don't know, his net worth.
Well,
and see if I could pick up.
I think you have to have his.
I think it's because like back in the day, like he was like that, especially with like whenever he was younger, like the Juno,
right,
super bad time. Like he was like cute. He was like adorable.
It's a maybe, for me. It's your pen, but
he's non-threatening, star.
No, I'm not saying that he shouldn't be.
Yeah, but
pulling
you come
girls.
off as like a pretter,
right?
And so it wouldn't work.
Is it the stash? Because I could lose the stash
of dead children.
It's just like here.
It's just basically every part of your personality and looks, but nothing else.
Right.
Yeah, you get it.
He can also fucking act in Los Angeles.
I can act too.
Oh.
On Broadway. I would be better on Broadway.
That. Yeah, you're a stage actor.
1,000%.
Dude,
lots of hand flailing.
You can't call them broads anymore. That is very, very bad. Very
Broadway.
bad.
That's just like the red light district.
Very bad, Jerry.
And the lights on Broadway.
There's 3 things to remember when dealing with a deadly alligator. And yes, they are deadly. Don't kid yourself. Rule number 1. I'm number 1. You hear that? I like to kid around. Rule 2, the Croc's number 2. Now, before we begin.
Hey, what's rule 3?
What's that? Kid, give me a break now.
So you don't know rule 3?
Yeah, you want a match? My face and your ass. How about that, friend? Huh? I mean, your ass and my face. What's up? Here we go. I'm a bit of a crocophile, so don't try this at home. This here's Rocky, and he ain't no puppy. Now, let's see if Rocky's got some cavity. This mofo knows not to mess with Sir Joseph Sturt. You didn't listen to me! Rocky! Rocky! No! Come on, Rocky! Rocky! No! Oh, when bad pets go bad, dang!
Well, it's Nunamaker.
Yeah.
There's a viral video right now going around of like a young girl. Young woman.
She's 30.
Yeah. And she's
she
like,
just looks young.
Yeah. And like, there's like a children's birthday party at like some type of animal something. And she's kind of showing them the alligator, and that thing full on fucking grabs her and death rolls and fucking flails.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. In front of all these like tiny children.
Right.
And then nobody comes to help her except for a dad from the birthday party.
Is that really true? Okay, I didn't know that.
It's
I only
a
just saw
dad,
the clip
and
of
the
it.
dad hops on this thing's back, and then she's just sitting there with the hand in the mouth, and it will not let go. And somebody
and it's
finally comes.
flipping her.
It takes so long for somebody to come help this woman. Pries the mouth open, takes her away, and just leaves the dad with no training, sat on this animal's back, just waiting for a way to escape. And he just fucking runs. He just lets go, like 3, 2, 1, and just bolts.
No shit.
Nobody comes to help.
And so just a bunch of tiny children
Yeah.
just watching the whole thing.
So did the arm come off, or?
No, it got her on the hand and it just rolled her.
But the thing is that whenever they do the death, I mean, they're going to drown you. It's not like
That's the
they're gonna bite
thing,
your
is they're
arm
going to
off.
pull you into the water.
Well, I learned from Naked and Afraid.
You know how you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
No.
You just have to determine whether you're going to be seeing it later or after a while.
Solid.
Roadhouse.
I love that joke so much.
That's a fucking great joke, dude. That's
Use it if you want.
That's a really, really good. Okay, Nunamaker. They figured it out, and they've checked off all the lists of wagons, and there it was. And so, you get the the Cajun guy walking by him, just going, "Home is where you make it."
That's from the Water Boy, right?
You like to see homos naked?
Okay, that's something that we see. Me and Derek say that all the time.
Right? Really?
Oh yeah. If you can't understand someone, it's like, you like to see homos naked.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
All
really
the time.
funny. That's a good one. I'm gonna add that one to the repertoire.
Yeah.
If I'm adding any of these, that's
the one.
That's a fucking good
It's
one.
a good one.
There's a few. There's a few in here. I probably have to see this movie one more time to really grasp all of the shit.
Yeah, I would need to see it again.
How
I've
much
seen it
poop is in there?
plenty of times, but you want to watch it one right after the other because the first one is kind of a refresh.
Yeah.
And I spent too much time laughing. So I feel like I could focus on it if I was going to add a couple of arrows to my quiver.
This would be a good bus movie, actually. I mean, this would be a good one for us to just put on and be on, whatever. People would pay attention from time to time. He so obviously we love when people fall down, Amy. When he's sitting on that fucking swing and the thing just gives way, it's like, I'm like, I fucking hate it, but this might be the funniest part of the whole movie.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
Because of course it did. It's
Yeah.
an old abandoned swing.
Yeah. It's just like, I wonder if Brandy's staring at the same moon.
That was the first time in his life that he thought about not getting up, though. And that's sad.
Yeah, that is sad. Yeah, it's a heavy movie, man. Now, Kid Rock is an asshole and deletes the message while eating a biscuit aggressively. And
he's going to marry that girl.
He's going to marry that girl, right? And he tells him, she found your stupid parents. She's sick of you.
She don't want you right now. Get.
Yeah, go get. I fucking love that. Remember that commercial where when they were doing Velveeta shells and cheese was liquid gold, and the woman is going down the aisle at the grocery store or whatever, and they're just like, she looks at the macaroni and cheese or whatever, and the guy looks up and he goes, "You get your own liquid gold. Go and get it." I fucking love that shit. Like, that's a fucking funny commercial, man. Like, it just right there, just like on a burner in the middle of the grocery store, just making fucking mac and cheese.
And you've been a Velveeta guy ever since then.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love Velveeta. I think it's good in certain things. When I cut it up, I like to eat a hunk of
by
it.
itself. Like
I will eat a hunk of it. Oh, for sure.
You know what that's made out of?
Yeah.
What?
Yellow.
Colby, Swiss, and cheddar. Blend it all together for a creamy taste that melts with these. That's right, Velveeta process is so much fun. Lots of it, but cheeses are better than one.
There's no
Velveeta
cheese in it.
really knows how to please. You just can't stop till the very last drop. There's no single cheese like Velveeta.
That's for sure.
It's 88% vegetable oil.
Yeah.
And yellow.
And yellow number 5.
Yeah. Well, you just don't eat vegetables.
A little bit of Monica in my life.
A little bit of blue number 2 on the side.
Loud of blue.
Doing the thing.
Velveeta's for queso.
Yes.
That's pretty much
As
it.
in like, okay, so I ate the Velveeta you were supposed to use for the mac and cheese this Thanksgiving.
Okay, so that.
Whenever you went to sleep last night.
Okay, so I wouldn't have done that. There have been times when you didn't make it,
Wasn't
and
that a hilarious
you're supposed
joke? Come on.
is a really good one.
Thanks.
But I will melt some of that shit on a tortilla and eat the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I can see that. I put it in my broccoli and rice casserole that I make for Christmas.
Yeah, you gotta.
and
It's made to put
Thanksgiving.
in stuff.
It's made to melt, but not to be cheese. You put real cheese on top of the casserole.
right.
It's just meant to be cheese-y.
Mixed
like
in.
with a TM at
Right.
the end because it can't
Trademark.
actually say cheese.
Yes.
Right. Well, anyway, why are we talking about Velveeta again?
Because
Liquid gold.
Go and get. Velveeta really knows how to please.
Yeah.
Who the fuck remembers that shit?
You.
That's fucking
Only
old.
you.
That was good.
Only
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Now he even says, don't tell him I found his parents. I'll be back in a few days. She wrote this, and at first I thought, well, she's faking the letter, and he can't. Kid Rock can't read.
He's so bad.
Like don't tell him
I found
a
your
parents. I'll be back in a few days. See there? Yeah,
Told you.
she's sick of you, right?
Now go on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so somehow this radio station of it's just magical. They just know how to get her on the phone.
We've got her right here on
Bring
line
it
4.
line 3. It's actually line 3. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
I didn't.
Whoops.
And the letter was true. I wanted to tell him myself, your parents died at the Grand Canyon, so come home. Let me take care
Got
of
hit
you.
by a bus, died on impact.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. How mad could you possibly be?
At what?
Her.
Just
Brandy.
her. She says, look, I wanted to tell you they died at the Grand Canyon. And I get that, like, it wouldn't be that interesting of a movie if it didn't go on from here, but he should have just went back and let her take care of him with her vagina.
Yeah, that's one way to take care of somebody.
Exactly.
Also, their emotional needs are important.
Yeah, but
Well-
he still didn't even have any understanding that she was remotely interested in him.
Yeah,
Right.
she's too
He's
hot
trying to
for
figure
him.
it out. Yeah, well, 61% of people say
And
that.
4% of people said the dog was too hot. for
right.
him.
dog was too hot.
Thank you, Carson. Now, but here's the thing about that, and it's so crazy because I don't think not everybody's going to be able to experience this. But back in those days, like in like the 80s and 90s, this would happen. Somebody would be on the radio doing an interview or whatever, and just the goddamn radio station would be a mob. Like a band would be passing through, right? And like I remember one time, Slaughter wasn't even playing in Wichita Falls, but they stopped on the way to somewhere, and like Blas Elias and Mark
Cuban.
No, the singer for Mark Slaughter, right?
McGrath.
Sorry, I got it. Mark McGrath. No, before his time. They're getting interviewed or whatever. By the time they come out, like there's 300 people at the radio station, and that shit used to happen.
Yeah, we love Slaughter.
then, yeah.
And your song.
But up all night, sleep all day. Come on, ding dong ding dong ding dong, bing ding ding dong, bing bong bing bong bing ding ding dong.
Thought those guys are going to be huge.
They were huge. That album was.
They were huge for about 40 minutes.
I think there were 4 singles on that first record. And remember they had I Want to Spend My Life With You.
I remember I Want to Sex You Up.
No, that's not that band.
It's Color Me Bad.
Yeah, that's not it. Yeah. A little trivia. Do you know what band Mark Slaughter was in before he was in Slaughter?
Winger.
No?
Catcher.
You don't know? No.
Slaughter.
Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
Oh.
Yeah, you should have known that.
I did.
He sang the Dream Warriors song that they did. Love kills, the fire's gone dying, ever still remains.
There are 8 people listening right now that know what you're talking about.
You think?
Vinnie Vincent and the Destroyers or
No,
whoever?
Vinnie Vincent Invasion. Let's not be
what is
silly.
it? Vince something in the Valiant.
Do you know who Vinnie Vincent
Vaughn and
is?
Van Gogh.
Vince Vaughn in the Valiant.
I dated a girl for a hot minute who performed with like that whole
It's my favorite Christmas song.
thing.
Did she put frosting on the bottom of the chocolate cake?
Big question.
No. Can't recall her ever making me a cake.
Now, but anyway, this
I
shit,
hate that I know which
people would
girlfriend
mob
this
these
was.
fucking places because, but here's the thing, since we don't have live things anymore, that's a thing that's just gone forever. You know what I mean? Like I'm being serious. Like you, television stations and this and this and this, like those things used to be live and it would create this organic buzz and then that would create this, okay, and then there's a big show and you see that in movies from back then all the time. And it's just not a thing anymore. Anywho, so he comes out on the good side of this whole thing. He's on Mullet Magazine. He's on the cover of Dang.
Yeah. They made a whole magazine about it. Like Tiger Beat and
Did you lose it a little bit?
Dude, that made me laugh, and I didn't even explain to her while I was laughing. But when I saw the cover of Dang, I was just like, that's brilliant right there. Then he wrote a book called Life's a Garden, Dig It. Yeah. Now, this is where he gets on to TRL. This is another one of those things that people who see this now, and actually even then, sort of, I guess, it was kind of, well, I mean, it was going to last another 6-8 years, but TRL was fucking huge. It happened in the 5 o'clock hour here, so 6 o'clock hour in New York, and then 3 o'clock California. Time zones. You're welcome. But the viewership of this was insane. Like it was you knew you had made it win, and so again we were on there, and when they said you guys are going on TRL, it's just like you try not to act like it matters because really at the end of the day it doesn't, but you're kind of going, this is pretty fucking cool.
On the same show that fucking Candlebox was on. Same show that fucking Tonic was on. And now we're on it.
You're in the 90s.
That rules.
Yeah. I mean, they'd have everybody come on there.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
TRL?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to paint my pinky black and go as Carson Daly for Halloween.
Yeah. Carson Daly. Carson Daly made famous by the Eminem rap.
No.
Yeah, Carson Daly better switch me seats.
But TRL was huge.
No, I know. I'm just joking.
Now he's just very awkward on The Voice.
Do you know what other
and
show?
the Today Show.
What other show that Bowling for Soup did that had Carson Daly on it? Anybody know?
The Voice?
Nope. No.
Anybody? No, but Blake Shelton mentioned Bowling for Soup. No, I don't know.
Any guess? No guesses? No. Anybody? Sean? I can see it. Okay. The Carson Daly Show.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, we were on that one.
Never would have guessed that in a million years.
We were on that show. And actually, here's what's cool about that, if you guys really want to know, and I know you don't, but I'm going to tell you anyway. He recorded that show in the same theater as Saturday Night Live. So when people are like, did you ever play Saturday Night Live? No, but we played that stage when we played Carson Daly.
Oh, there it is.
And I wore a Barry Manilow hoodie.
Studio 1A or whatever it was.
Anyway, that was fun shit. All right. So anyway, they had taken a poll. We talked about that. So Carson basically is just like, they trace this call, right? We got to trace this call. And it leads them to this. Oh, no. Carson helps him trace the call, and it leads them to this trailer park in California. So he finds his parents, right?
And they're...
Well, no. Problem
into
solved.
clowns.
They're fucking into it. They're into clowns. They're going to sell these clowns. Dude, that actor that plays the dad is in so much shit.
Yeah.
What's that? Tremors? Okay. And he is so great.
Clippers, trimmers, whatever.
Yeah,
the
whatever.
guy can do it all.
Any of that shit. He is anything.
He's the dad in Sweet Home Alabama, more importantly.
Okay. Well, I don't remember that movie, but oh no, we do that one. That's with the prom queen. That's with Reese Witherspoon, right?
Yeah, the baby in the bar.
Yeah, that's right.
That's that one.
But yeah, he is here. I didn't know that they were. I thought he was going to find out they weren't his parents. And
I thought that the first time I watched that, and I remember
Yes,
feeling
everybody
that.
thinks that.
As he's sitting there going, why didn't you look for me? And then he freaks out and he's like, we didn't lose him. We just left him, and he kicks over the clowns and all that shit. So the little line that you have to you guys probably know that I thought was funny, but you wouldn't catch it the first time you watch this. He kicks over the clowns, he runs out, and the dad goes, hey, you're grounded.
Yeah.
You guys don't have to leave.
Yeah. They're so good.
Well, he finds himself then, standing on the stereotypical end of the movie Third Eye Blind song. And he is going to jump her.
Into the L.A. River.
Right. I wish you to back from that ledge, my friend. Oh, damn, that's a good album.
You could
cut ties with all the lies. And
if you don't want to see me again,
I would understand. I would understand. What? Okay, sorry.
Got a little
Getting a
carried
little
away.
Creed there.
So I took Third Eye Blind, drove him straight to Seattle.
You're grounded.
No,
God
you're
damn
grounded.
it. So Brandy shows up, and the cop, of course, this is the way that things work. Wait, you're Brandy. Like,
Get on in here.
Well, come on, let me escort you to this guy about to jump off a fucking bridge.
Right through this police tape, right through all these people.
Yeah.
You told me my parents were dead, and I saw them. They're horrible. Why did you lie to me?
They saw you on the news. When you saved those kids, they thought you got a reward.
So you did see them first, so it's just like Robbie said.
Yes, but once I met them, I knew I had to protect you from them. They're bad people. You're not like them, Joe. They didn't leave you. You left them. You've got to see that. And Joe, if you had stayed with them, you wouldn't have turned out as wonderful as you are.
Robbie said you don't want me around, and he said you was always laughing at me behind my back.
Why would Robbie say such a thing? Of course that's not true. I love you, Joe. With all my heart. I want to get married, Joe, and have little Joe Dirts. Come home, Joe. You had a home all along. You just couldn't see it.
You really love me?
Yeah! Yeah!
I rubbed him with his bungee cord.
Jeez.
I love it.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's so fucking great. Who is this actress? Did she end up doing anything else?
She was in a bunch of like silly
I'm
movies.
pretty sure she's a twin.
She was in Sweet Valley High. Looks like the twins there.
Never saw
She
that.
was in White Chicks, so I'm sure they played the twins there.
Okay. Yeah.
Little Man with another Wayne's brother. I can't tell which one because that 70s
Why?
show. Because the little clip's small and I don't know the names of all the Wayne's brothers.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Except for Marlon.
I
I don't know.
Keenan Ivory. I
Solid.
recognize that one.
Damon.
It was Sean.
Waylon.
It's Sean, guys. It's Sean.
Wayman. Waylon?
Wayman?
Sean Whalen was SW1 on In Living Color.
There's a
He
Joe
was the-
Dirt, too.
Yeah, he was the
There is
DJ.
a
I
Joe
know
Dirt,
that. We
too.
got into that discussion earlier about whether or not that particular one was going to be added to the list. So as he wakes up, of course, there's the Wizard of Oz thing where, oh, and you were there, and you were there. And I love how they wrap this up. Everybody came to Silvertown. What's his face changes his name to Gert B. Frobe.
Another Gert.
Yeah.
Gert.
Wow.
We missed Gert Day.
Gert B. Frobe,
Oh,
and then and the uncredited Rosanna Arquette.
Rosanna,
Sorry,
yes.
I was trying to say Patricia. See, I get
It's
them
not
mixed
her.
up. No.
It's the one that Toto wrote a song about.
Well, then they get his Hemi, and we got Charlie #2. It's a happy ending, guys. This is a great movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought that that it was great. This is definitely one I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it. I knew you guys loved it. Eric, go ahead with your review after seeing this for the 700th time.
I wouldn't say it's that many, but every time I watch it, I leave A, entertained, B, knowing that I had spent an hour and a half laughing a bunch. But the third thing about this film is it always makes me feel bad about what a prick I am a lot of the times because, I mean, obviously it's a movie, but we have to live in this universe and like all this shitty things happen to him. And he's such a positive, happy person. And it makes me go, man, you know, you could probably be a little more like that. And maybe that's what movies are supposed to do in any number of ways, challenge you or, you know, implicate you on the things about yourself that you're not super happy with. And I always feel that way after I watch Joe Dirt is like, you maybe should be nicer to people. So it doesn't ever last, but I'm always proud of myself for at least thinking that I should be nicer to people, whether or not I do it or not. And that's what people say.
Really
so I
is.
think that's kind of the moral of the story for me. Yeah. But I loved it.
I like to think that Robbie, like, everything went really right in his life. And so that's why I'm just going to treat people like shit.
There we go.
That's also a way to look at it. But people are allowed to take different things from different movies.
For sure.
I don't think so.
Yeah, perspective.
And from different people. You just fucking take whatever you want.
Yeah.
Casey?
I love this movie. It makes me happy. I don't even know if, I honestly don't even know if it'd be like, it's not on my top 10 favorite movies. I know that's weird, but I love this movie. It makes me happy every time I watch it.
Yeah, this has got to be one of his biggest movies, right? I mean,
he just recently got on TikTok and he does a lot of Joe Dirt references.
Would you like to know a couple truths and maybe a lie about it?
Fuck, I forgot a goddamn thing.
100%.
All right, let's play 2 truths and a lie. I don't have a theme yet.
Okay. Joe Dirt is Spade's 10th highest grossing film. Roseanne Barr and Gary Busey were originally cast as Joe's parents. This was the last film to receive a formal review from Gene Siskel before his death.
Oh, wow. That is tough. Who wants to go first?
I think the first one is the lie.
Yeah. 10th, she says.
Yeah,
So,
but he had a lot of movies with other guys. So
That counts.
man, I mean, Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, Grown Ups.
So
Hotel Transylvania.
Because the second one seems
seem right,
like a Roseanne Barr.
Yeah,
role.
I mean, if she made that up,
And
it's
then-
fucking Gary Busey and Roseanne Barr.
It's really
is a fucking
it's between the
brilliant.
first and the last one, and that last one also feels a little too specific to be untrue.
I know, but where would that have
Emperor's
come
New
from?
Groove.
I don't know.
She's still naming off.
Also, another amazing movie.
All right,
So
I think
I think number one.
Okay.
is
like
the
right
lie.
now in the chair. Just go to the bathroom.
No, I can wait.
Okay. Casey.
Don't wait for mine. You answer.
Okay, I'm also going to go number 1.
I'm going to say number 2, just because.
Okay.
Jonathan. Sean's going number 3.
Okay, we will have a winner. We will have 2 losers.
Number 3 was The Lie.
Good for you. That is a fucking.
That's really
that
good.
is really, really good.
I just randomly thought of it today.
What, that is brilliant because it seemed so like.
It's pretty close.
to
He
just-
died in 99.
Yeah.
This came out in 2001. I didn't think anybody would know that year. that he
100.
died.
No, I definitely didn't know what year he died.
But
that,
do you want to know the last film? Just in looking this up, I realized the last film that he reviewed in print was She's All That.
No shit.
What?
Wow.
A connection to Jarrett Goes to the
I
Movies that
know.
we didn't even know, and he didn't even know
Because we
when he
do
died.
it all. Oh, I think he knew in the future.
He probably knew in his heart.
I think so.
That was good, Amy. Those were good questions.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Good lying.
Whoops.
You're a good liar.
Sean, what'd you think about the movie, buddy?
I don't love it. I don't hate it. I have nothing negative to say, but it's all right.
Yeah. All right.
What Rotten
They
Tomatoes
put a
would
mobster
you
in
give
there.
it?
Does Amanda like this movie?
She really, as soon as we scheduled it, I was like, this is like top 5
She could
favorite
have
movies.
come on.
Yeah, I think she forgot what movie it was.
Oh, yeah.
Like what we were doing tonight.
We were all supposed to get COVID tonight anyway. Amy?
I love this movie. It's definitely top 10
Yeah.
for me.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
yes.
Okay.
I love this movie.
All right. Jesus Christ. I thought it was great. Not going to be in my top 50 or 100, but well, I mean,
Look at her face.
well, I mean, honestly, there's a. I mean, I've
say
watched
50, but 100.
I mean, the fucking just John Hughes movies take up like 20 spaces,
Those are
right?
boring.
Then put Brad Pitt in there. It's
Boring.
a goddamn whole thing. I loved it. I thought it was great. I loved watching it with Casey. It was fun to see her laughing and to know that she knew the jokes coming up, and I thought about being in here and talk about it. So I was excited about this one. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad this one got picked. Very, very fun. This will 100% be a bus movie for Bowling for Soup when and if touring ever starts back. So, good stuff. Whoever picked this one, good job. It is time to check the mail.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
Greetings, Jarrett and Company. I'm writing in to let you know that I have great news. While browsing through my local Goodwill during my lunch break, I stumbled across something that I'm sure was not supposed to be found. As soon as I saw this certain collection of items, I instantly knew they were once a prized childhood possession for one of the cast members. It is my assumption that in order to avoid these being discovered, the parents of this cast member had the items donated. What are y'all laughing at?
He just got the picture.
I don't have a picture because I'm reading. Okay. It is my assumption that in order to avoid these being discovered, the parents of this cast member had the items donated to a Goodwill in Bakersfield, California, because let's face it, who the fuck is ever going to go to Bakersfield, California? However, the joke's on them because they have been found. I will gladly purchase these items and ship them back so that Eric can be reunited with his beloved childhood items. The attached picture is of said items. Don't worry, I've always got your back, Eric. Gage Strickland.
Wow.
What picture?
Dude, they've got Princess
You can't see it? Oh, it's on. Go to the actual screen.
P.S. I love the
Gotcha.
show. Keep up the great work.
Oh, my
Dude,
God.
they've got Princess and the Pop Star. That's a good collection.
So it's the entire VeggieTales collection, for those of you who can't see it.
You said that's so funny.
VeggieTales.
Vegetals.
The Fox and the Hound, which will
like
make me cry
genitals.
every single time.
This is a funny bit because, yes, I grew up pretty sheltered, but VeggieTales was way
Don't ruin it.
after my time.
Don't
I've
ruin
never
it.
seen a single minute of the VeggieTales.
Everett actually, he has his own Netflix, right? So it's just things that he's allowed to watch. And he scrolled past that. And he goes, "What's this?" And I go, "You're not going to like that."
Yeah. It's like...
I remember
That's going to make you want to punch a kid.
It's going to trick people into loving Jesus.
what was such a weird thing about I grew up in I was from a really small town when I was little, and then I moved to a bigger town when my mom got remarried. And I don't know, we were kind of like feral children in our other town. We didn't really have a lot of restrictions in what we watched. And so we'd be like, my favorite movie is The Pest and The Mask and The Things. And then you'd go, we moved away, and all of a sudden we'd be having a sleepover at the VeggieTales kids' house.
Oh,
and you'd be
no.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So do they ever find the fucking hairbrush, or what's the what happens?
Yeah, all those jokes are lost on me because I have never seen them.
You've compartmentalized them.
It's perhaps what
Shoved them way down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty aware of the things that I shoved way down.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
What are the things you shoved way up? Yeah.
The direction to me is unimportant.
Sure.
It's just the size of
Just
whatever
whatever you
it is
shoved way
that you're shoving.
in.
Glad you're not picky.
And the rhythm that you use is important.
I want to take a second and just say how much I enjoy doing this podcast. Everybody who supports this, those of you who get in on the chat, by the way, if you follow us on Facebook, you basically have to go like the page and then follow the page, or you can follow us on Instagram or whatever. We let you know when we're going to go live. It's not a standing thing because the schedule changes a bunch, but whether you're watching this live or you're listening to this in your car, which literally 98.99999% of you are, this is just such a special thing, and it's so crazy that it's gone on this long. So I just want to thank you guys. I just wanted to take a second and say thanks. I look forward to it every week. This is one of the parts of my existence that I don't go, shit, I got to get this done. I'm actually excited to sit and watch a movie and come and talk about it. So thank you guys for that, first of all. And then obviously, if you can support the show, that would be dope as fuck. Just go to patreon.com/JarrettGoesToTheMovies. But actually, I shouldn't be telling you that. Let me throw over to Eric Dillo. Eric, how can people find us? How can people communicate with us? And how can people support us?
I'm happy that you asked. They can go to our website, JarrettGoesToTheMovies.com. On Facebook, go to Jarrett Goes to the Movies. There's also a fan page, Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Please subscribe and turn on notifications. On Instagram and Twitter, @JarrettMovies. Patreon, that's where you can join the winning team and support the little podcast that could. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us. We'd love to hear from you. JarrettGoesToTheMovies@gmail.com. Text us or leave us a voicemail. The number is the same either way. 714-451-6029. That's 714-451-6029. We hope you'll join us next week when we discuss the film Matilda.
Oh, man. I'm excited about that. Has everybody seen that before?
Oh, my God.
And we have guests for that one, too.
Eric's so excited.
Do we? Who are our guests?
Anna and Bobby Donovan.
Oh, neat. Is that next Friday?
This Friday.
This Friday.
Oh, this fucking Friday.
Yes.
No shit.
3 days from now.
I'm fucking excited about that. I had no idea. I'm very excited. All right, so this Friday, if you're on the thing. Otherwise, next week, Matilda.
It's Matilda.
My old guitar tech. It should be a blast. And his amazing wife, Anna. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. I have seen that movie, I think.
You have to
with Everett, but I think it might have been one of those things where we're just kind of watching it, and I'm, he's invested half-ass and I'm invested half-ass, and both of us are on another electronic.
Also, before I get in trouble for it later, Anna wanted to bring a giant chocolate cake, and I told her that half of us weren't allowed to eat food, so I went ahead and shut that down.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I mean,
you weren't part of the half.
Yeah, y'all.
You could take it home. I did win a German chocolate cake.
I don't want that.
Okay, got it. Hey, if you guys share our podcast from your Facebooks, is it Facebook that we do this? Share our post. Please make it public. We will thank you. We'll thank you.
We'll do it.
Is that like spank thank?
Yeah, we'll do it. Whatever.
Thanks,
it's like a spank tank. Fuck it. Thanks for sharing, Woody Chambers, David Kendrick, Ryan Flaherty, Mickey Fournier Garnier. Got it. Mickey Fournier. Got it. Ben Coleman, Ed Namel. Ed Namel.
I'm sorry, I have the squeakiest chair in the world.
Why don't I get that? Ed Namel.
Enamel.
Oh, Ed Namel. Okay, Ed Namel. Okay, now those are the funny ones because that's just a random goddamn word.
Yeah,
that's fucking funny. Okay, Chris Pulse, Simon Rogers, Dak Prescott. Thank you, buddy, for the. He's not. Doesn't have anything, they're not playing him. He doesn't have anything better to do. Great, Gage Strickland, Barry Ferguson, Joey Bishop, Joseph. Okay, let me take that again.
That's the part you screwed up.
I know.
I can't wait for the last name then.
Joseph.
No one in the history of the world is named Jojas.
Joseph Pasiconis. Joseph Pasiconis.
I just guessed on the phonetics.
Pasiconis. I think that's right.
It's Joey.
That's what it is.
Joseph. Oh, is that it?
Joey P.
How do you pronounce their last name? Okay, it's Joey.
Pasiconis.
Trevor James. Bill Lamell. Okay. Brexton Lee Collins, William Bean Zaldor. Hold on. Fuck shit. And Mike Leblanovitz, ladies and gentlemen, Amy, I got you out of here before 11. You got to get out of here and go substitute teach. Thank you guys for being a part of Jarrett Goes to the Movies each and every week. We'll see you down the road.